happen in any kind of company.
Yeah.
And, you know, software development has a pretty good turnover from not people washing out, but people leaving for other companies.
Yeah. Never been so happy in my life to hit a lamppost ever.
My favorite is when I come in fast with the vet or the Conda and have the landing gear lowered down real quick. I know I'm coming in too fast to the landing pad. I just smash it down before, like, as my nose comes over the front of it, and my rear landing gear touch on the little, like, maintenance equipment that's on the fore end of the landing pad, and just stops me dead in my tracks. It's like catching the tail hook on an aircraft carrier.
I'm doing the scan missions, you know, so I can kill terrorist leaders. But I think you disappeared when I was explaining it. But I picked up too many terrorist missions. So now I've got to like scan the same place like 5 times.
Oh, like the solo mission ones, not the wing assassination?
Yeah, they're actual terrorist leader ones. They have a different
Where it says
sort of...
obliterate terrorist leader or
Yeah.
something like that? Yeah, I was doing this last night and I picked up 3, and one of them bugged out. I killed the bitch twice, and it didn't count. Speaking of which, I need to go back and finish that shit. I only got a few hours left on. I feel like if you get more than 2, you start screwing yourself with instances. Whereas before, they used to just all drop on you. If you found one of them, all of a sudden you're fighting 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Alright everyone, welcome! We are playing some more Elite Dangerous today. We're coming back at it with some more
weren't actually
more BGS work here as we try and finish up our campaign in Gliese. It's been quite a while since we've actually been working on something like this. We've been trying to focus our efforts in Dijkstra lately, work on that, but now that we finally
obviously you just
got that, I guess,
and then when you load back into your ship, you can
stable or maintained,
scan it again and do it again.
we are currently actually going through now, trying to work some missions here in Gliese and finally get this wrapped up.
We've done 3 scans out of 5. And I've still got another 2 SRP.
Nice.
We're getting there. And then I've just got to go find all the targets after that, and then I'll probably call it a night. I think all the other missions I've got after that have got more than just 24-hour notice. How can these be unsuitable terrain? It was just blue.
Well, I never got a chance to tell you, Lancer, because I had to go when you got on last night. But yeah, so Saturday we did so much combat. I made like 184 million in a few hours just doing combat. It was insane. We were
But
stacking
just,
mashing skirmish. It was conflict zones.
Yeah. Quite bummed I missed the war. Not impressed.
I don't know if you could call it a war. I mean, I tried. It was cute.
The only thing I'm cautious of just now. What the fuck? Why does my SRV have no shield? Okay, that was weird. SRV came out of the hangar with no shield.
God.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm cautious of just now is obviously you've probably seen the embassy. Now speaking to ARC, and I'm hoping they do assist with the elections, or at least you know, just do a couple of bits and bobs. I'm going to see tomorrow undertake and see if they've actually done stuff to help out.
Dude, that was so ridiculous when what's his nuts was in Calando Poe yesterday. He's like, yeah, I'll build the pad in a minute, just turn it in, open out the alliance. Like,
Yeah.
That's one of those moments where you just want to be like, fucking go ahead, dipshit.
Yeah. I don't think he realized who it was.
Like, first off, they're another player faction. Second off, they're our buddies. and like, oh, congrats, you figured it out, you sleuth. You understand how the BGS works. You really screwed us over. Fucking
Yeah,
our satellite, our waypoint system we use to get another system. Fucking take Calando Poe for all I care.
Yeah. May as well
Piece of
control
shit,
the
useless
systems
system.
that we're in, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
So.
it's like if he wanted to hurt us, that was like the system that hurts us the least.
Any system apart from, well, just all the systems, they're pretty pointless.
Yeah.
Apart from,
I mean, Unilente's there. Just, I guess it's nice having the Palmier.
yeah.
I mean, it's not like we need to own it to be able to have that material trader.
Yeah. Right, okay. Let's have a look. How many more times do I need to scan this fucking beacon? That's it.
All the more
Right,
times.
okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna self-destruct this SRV. And then I come down one more time. Come on, Goliath, where are you? You can start attacking. Right. Attacking me. Come on.
Are you trying to pick fights with skimmers?
Yeah, because they kill me quicker. 4, 3, 2, 1. I've done a dying backflip. Oh shit, did I dismiss my ship? I did. Thank fuck. Right, last time. Perfect. It's a bit annoying that I need to keep setting night vision on and off all the time.
I got my hotkey.
It is quite weird though, how like we were saying, you know how they were originally attacking Dykstra, and then we said to, I can't remember who it was, we said it in front of some people, like, yeah, if they want to hit us hard, they just should hit us in Calando Poe. And then they're hitting Calando Poe. It's like, uh-huh. And I believe no one, well, I hope no one would leak that information. The only person I can think of is a certain defector.
Yeah.
So. But, fuck it, man. Shit. You'll get his just desserts once we've finished doing this. There is one thing I need to do though. I need to figure out what to put on my class 1s on my Corvette.
What do you have on there right now? That's what I use for multi-cannon debuffs.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That would work actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got corrosive and emissive on mine, and high cap.
Well, it's my PvP one.
Corrosive is
So-
still fucking great PvP though. Especially if you're
Yeah.
not sacrificing, like if you're not relying on that same weapon for actual DPS. Class 1, I mean, how much DPS are you going to do with a Class 1 in actual PvP? Hell,
Yeah.
I would consider going turreted multi-cannon.
I
You
was
really don't
thinking
give a
that.
fuck about the DPS. Just
Yeah.
constantly have that debuff on there with high cap, because you still have like, if you go high cap, corrosive, I think it's like 2,900 ammo. That's more than enough for a couple of PvP matches.
And on top of that, that 20% extra damage is not just against NPCs, so you're always going to benefit from that.
Yeah. But there was the cutter that I was against last night. He had the usual, you know, target lock breaker on his plasma, but he had something, I couldn't figure out what it was. But he had something there that was just wrecking shield, and I honestly could not figure it out.
Man, you don't see a cutter in PvP very often anymore. Unless they've got friends.
Exactly. Oh yeah, he had a third lance on the way, coming to help, and that's what wrecked.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, that makes sense. But man, it's not even about the fact that a cutter is a risk financially. I'd say take that out completely. A cutter's just not good for PvP. There's so many better options.
He could fly it. He was clearly doing flight assist off. Like it was one of these fights where he didn't give a fuck about what he was doing as long as he got the hits in. Like honestly, some of the hits he was getting on me, I was like, what the fuck? That actually made me think that he was using trailing instead of leading as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I tried trailing before. Actually, I tried it for a couple months, and it really depends. It really depends on. I mean, if you got gimbaled with you got beams or pulse or burst going on one gimbal, and then you're trying to hit trailing with multi-cannons, it fucks things up. Like if you got a direct fire weapon with something that's coupled with also like projection speed, it's so hard to hit what you're trying to go for. But I think it also depends on the ship. Whereas like, say, a vet where you've got to have your nose up a little bit no matter what because of your size. What
size 3?
Yeah, your size 3 and your size 1's on the bottom.
No, the size 1s are on the nose.
Oh yeah, you're right. Size 1's on the nose, 3's on the bottom.
2s are on the sides, 4s are behind your cockpit.
Yeah. Like I got my size 3 right now with a turreted beam on it. I really need to get rid of that fucking. I put that on thinking the bottom one was going to be the weak point and not have great eyesight, but it didn't take me long to adjust to flying a vet, and now I feel like I do a hell of a lot better with gimbaled.
Yeah.
Because I look at how often that motherfucker is firing at nothing when somebody's fired off chaff or something. It's like, oh, this is just wasting energy out of my distributor.
But anyway, class 1's on the PvP vet. What should I have? Like, I've already got the hammers. I've already got 3 PAs. I've got the two PAs behind the cockpit. They are phasing sequence, and the one underneath's target lock. But it's just the class 1s. Like, what? Just both multi-cannons for it?
Yeah, I think multi-cannons, turret, high-capped, emissive, and corrosive. You can't go wrong with that. Emissive's going to help always keep that. Like, I would have those things firing even when you're, like, even at their shields, for that matter. Because, or at least the emissive always firing with their shields. Because that, you're going to have, like, 3,300 ammo, so you can definitely afford to keep that thing just constantly put it out. Even if they fire a heat sink, you're never going to lose your target. And then maybe put the other size 1 on something where you're only going to be firing once their shield's down. For corrosive. That's what I do.
Landing gear deployed.
Because even my hull held up. Like once I lost my shields, even my hull held it up for quite a while. But I didn't realise that I realised it first, but I sort of forgot all about it. Was he launched a fighter? So that was just continuous damage on me all the time, and
yeah, that's like having a size large that just
Exactly.
keeps firing at you no matter what.
And it was a fixed beam as well, so you know it's just pumping out that DPS against my shield.
Yeah.
And he had he also had the railgun that stops the shield cell banks. I can't remember what it's called. Feedback cascade.
Yep.
He had that. So every time I was about to shield cell, like, don't get me wrong, I did get a couple of shield cell banks off.
But each one of those shots that lands is 30% off your bank.
Yeah.
Which I was actually wondering how that works with hammers. Do all 3 of the 3-round bursting hits take that 30% down? Or do you get one whole 3-round burst into them and they're fucked?
I was thinking that as well.
Because I feel like the 3-round burst is basically, it does technically more DPS if all 3 hit, but I can't imagine that all, like, those 3 would count as 3 separate procs. If it does, that's overpowered as fuck. And you'd be stupid not to have that on as one of yours. Because even if you get 2 of the 3, that's 60%. Like, in a matter of, like, not even a second, that's 60% of their fucking shield cell bank just negated.
Yep.
That's insane.
But
I mean, can you imagine that if they double bank and you were to actually pull off two full shots of the hammer with that? In like not even 2 seconds, their double bank's gone.
They're still heating up like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I was right though. Like Ronald hasn't appeared today. He's been
really?
quiet on Discord. Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't believe it last night. It shocked the shit out of me. Like, he's just there. Like, I said to him, he's like, he lost his shields, and I was like, high wake. I was like, you need to high wake. And he's like, no, I just closed the application, and I was like, what? I was like, you have not just combat logged.
That's
and he's
so
like,
weird.
yeah. And
the
I
fact
was
that he
like,
didn't know that's what that was.
And he goes, is that bad? And I'm like, mate, that's a bannable offense, and it gives the faction that you're with a bad reputation.
Yeah, like it makes us a goddamn PvP target. If KOS or LOL knew that, LOL especially, holy shit, those guys would fucking tear us apart. And that's that we cannot even attempt to defend ourselves against.
No.
Jeez.
And then the guy that was like that killed me first, and then Ronald thought he'd jump in. He sent me a message going, your guy just combat logged. He just clogged, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I was like, yeah, I just realized. And
yeah,
then
those dudes noticed that shit.
And then Ronald jumped back in, like he'd done the typical fucking like clogger mistake, and he
came
logged
right
straight back in. Yeah.
Oh, fucking guy. Man.
And he got attacked. And he said to me, he's like, he goes, I've had enough. He goes, I can't be bothered. I'm going off. And I was like, all right, okay. Thinking nothing of it. Nah, he just closes the app again, doesn't he? I was like, I got another message from the guy saying, Andy's just done it again. And I'm like, oh my god. The only thing I can say right now is I apologize on his behalf. Like, holy fuck.
Was there any more conversation with him after that? Not with Ronald, with the other guy. Like, did you let him know, like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him because like he must not realize, like this guy's been in the game for a fucking while. He must not realize that's what that is. It's not.
I did say I would speak to him. I think I sent you the messages, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I just didn't know if there was more conversation with the other guy, like if he came back with anything.
Nah, I fucked off to sleep. Like. I was half asleep during the fucking PvP fight as it was anyway. Because I literally said to Ronald like 10 minutes before, I was like, oh, I'm gonna jump off, mate. And then I noticed someone was coming close to our system on my friends list. And I was like, uh-huh. But I couldn't figure out who he was. Like, I don't know where I've added him from. So...
I've been checking every few minutes to see if that Griffin guy comes on. Actually, I should check and see if he's deleted me off of my friends. I wouldn't be surprised if he has, since I see him in Rotilla 17 light years away. I'm like, huh, I don't remember this guy. Like, I recognize the name, but I don't remember ever talking to him in the syndicate. But why the fuck would he be in Rotilla? And then I'm watching, it's like all of a sudden it's Gliese 9423. Like, yep, that's it, motherfucker.
Where the fuck is this entrance to this? Has he deleted you, has he?
Wait, hold on. Right, that was my online list. This kind of makes me happy to delete everybody from the syndicate. He has deleted me. I don't know if he's blocked me. Let me try searching for him. Is it Griffin-745?
I think so.
I'm sure he figured out that I'm the... Oh, yep, he's deleted me. Or blocked me. I can't even search his name.
Oh, he's
yeah,
blocked you.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
Now, if he's blocked me on this, doesn't he still have to block me in-game?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think I can still run into him, but... Yeah, I'm sure he, it didn't take long for him to figure out it was me, since I was sitting there just, like, fucking staring at him on the pad right away. Do something, dude. Do something in the weaponless crate thing.
Dude, I cannot find the fucking entrance to this fucking Coriolis station to save my life.
Click on it. Look at the arrows. You fucking dumb motherfucker.
Fuck you. Oh my god, I still can't find it. I'm looking at the hologram and everything. I still can't find it.
First follow the rotation and then try and get the other side of it.
Yeah, it always rotates, was it counterclockwise? Yeah, counterclockwise.
Yeah.
I got it now. It must have been on that side that I just wasn't paying attention to. Fuck my life. Where am I going? 26. Okay. Fucking orbited that bloody this Coriolis station about 5 times. I'm like, oh my god, where the fuck is it? Fucking hell.
I could just see it, like, from an outside perspective, like a third-person view of your ship. You're, like, coming around it. Your pilot is just looking the opposite way out the window. That's a pretty star. Then you look back just as the mail slot disappears around the corner. Man, they should be coming up any minute now. Okay, one more side. How many sides are there? I can't math.
Yeah, it's not one of my proudest moments.
The important thing is that you finally figured it out.
Yeah.
Look, so out front and just like try and wave you down.
So, see those missions where you got to like get the salvage from the USS's?
Yeah. You're talking about
They're a
the...
fucking piece of piss, aren't they?
Oh my god, they're so easy.
I've got like 3 of them stacked right now, but because they've got like a 2 to 6 day, you know, wait time. I've just left them. I just keep picking them up when I see them.
That's what I was nailing last night. I stacked up 7 of them, got them done in like 20-25 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like those old school, like the artwork salvage operations ones. Like, really?
Yep.
This is it?
It was, I had 3 of them earlier, and I literally just went into the same system that they're all in, and they were like literally 10 light seconds away from each other, like all the USS's. I was like, oh wow, that was easy. Jump in, send out all the collectors, jump back out, jump in, rinse, repeat.
It's like, let's balance this out a little bit. We're talking about civil motherfucking unrest. Let's put a couple of level 7 pirate activities in the system and say, survive in this for 45 minutes without exiting the instance. then you finish the mission. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go into there with 10 tons of painite on you, then survive for 45 minutes. Do not lose any cargo. Take no more than 20% hull damage. Congratulations, you've just won the mission.
Yeah. Right, I've got to go to at sea, 8C, something like that, and I've got 3 mission targets in that system. This is going to be fun. So, I didn't realize, but I don't know, that's in the old game as well.
Really? I wonder if that's why the unauthorized installation's there. I wonder if that has something to do with it.
It's probably why it's permit locked.
I was gonna say that could be another thing too.
Because
Fuck yes, this assassination mission is a Corvette. Oh, I get so excited when I see a Corvette come after me. Fucking love these. Why can't pirate lords be in Corvettes again? Fucking
Why
fertilizer.
can't
I know, it's a bit
get
stupid,
anything that's
innit?
not just for Lances for assassination missions?
Yeah,
that's because you're picking up wing ones.
Every wing assassination. But remember when there used to be variety on them? The wing
Yeah,
assassination ones used to be vets or condos.
Condos,
See,
yeah, vets,
Type 10
cutters,
every once in a
condos.
while.
see,
Yeah.
no, here's another thing. I would pick up more solo assassination missions if I actually got solo assassination missions. All the game wants to offer me is goddamn wing assassination missions.
Erickson Hub right now, dude. There are like 4 of them. Also, keep in mind, those solo assassination missions, most of the time are follow-on missions. From like donations or source and return. Usually something combat related, but I got 2 of mine right now off of donations from yesterday.
Yeah. Jammy.
The whole
Doing some
follow-on
delivery.
mission thing is like, it's almost like trying to study a tech tree that we don't have the actual map to.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me. I have an anaconda as a mission target.
Oh man, this is really fun out flying this vet in my FDL. It reminds me of the last time that you PvP'd me, Lancer. Just circles around your ass watching the plasmas fly by. And you still almost killed me.
Who was it? I did. Jammy! Fucking Catman's doing my tits, man. Scratching the fucking seat. The fuck, man. Someone, I accidentally killed someone, but I can't, oh, Strand I think it was. We were having a little PvP fight, and he started boosting at me, but he started boosting just as I turned, and he fucking whacked into me and blew up. It was probably, swear to God, Cat. If you're still doing that by the time I kill this anaconda, I'm fucking kicking your ass.
I accidentally killed Stu once, but I'm not about to brag about that.
To be honest, I think a harmless Sidewinder NPC could probably kill him.
I didn't even own an FDL yet. I'm pretty sure I was still on the Vulture for my combat, like, you know, like small/medium combat ship. It was bad. And it was really misleading too, because I didn't really know his history at that point. And I was like, oh man, maybe I'm not that bad at PvP. No, I was still really fucking bad at it.
Yeah.
Because then Dalapingas and I went to a CG. I'm like, yeah, man, let's fuck some people up. we were just like trying to gank the gankers. We go in there and there's a wing of 2 FDLs. We're like, yeah, we got this. How we did it was just rebuy after rebuy.
See, I thought Dollarpinga says he doesn't have time to play anymore.
I've been seeing him online the last few days, but
Exactly. No, he's been playing like Battlefield 5 or Anthem.
Hey, he might just be done with Elite.
Maybe.
I mean, to be fair, not the only thing he ever really enjoyed in Elite was bounty hunting in his Vulture.
That is true. I tried to speak to Simo as well earlier.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I was like, when you coming back to Elite, man? He goes, I can't be bothered, blah blah blah. Not played it in months. And I was like, that's a shame. I was like, you should join the Syndicate Discord and be our spy.
Just tell him it's kind of like crystal meth. All you have to do is just come back to it once. He'll take over your life.
Shit, I've walked away from it a few times and I keep coming back.
Hey man, y'all got any more of them spaceships? I smoke cracks. I heard you got deep core mining now. What's that new FSS scanner?
I love that meme of Chappelle who scratches his neck. Y'all got any more of them void opals?
So for the race though, that I'm planning, I was thinking of just having like actually, because you brought up void opals. I was just thinking of having void opals be the prize for the winner.
Oh man,
basically kind of
who's gonna have to go gather those things?
Reimburse them. I would. I'm not gonna be racing. I'm gonna actually have more of like a cinematic view, and then make sure
that's a good idea.
No one's cheating as well.
Wait, what?
Not define cheating.
I will determine
I gotta hear
cheating
these
when
rules.
I get there.
Oh no! I need to know rules so I can figure out how to bend these bitches. I gotta find out what you haven't thought about yet.
See, well that's the thing. Now I have to take you there, figure out the track, and then make the rules.
All right, fair enough.
I still think we should just go to Dav's Hope and do laps.
Oh, dude, that was fun. Weren't you, AMAC, doing that one time?
Maybe.
I'm pretty... Yeah, it was from the day that you made the video, or he made the video of you fucking crashing your Conda into him on the ground.
But honestly, man, like, doing laps around Dav's Hope, like, even if it means that we have to go into private group for the event.
Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content. Shares are always appreciated as well. We're just doing some missions now, trying to gather up some influence for our faction in Gliese and hopefully get control of it.
Just how you're gonna actually know how many laps people have done.
Whoever's officiating, each person just calls out their name, what lap they're on, like as they go across the finish line.
Yeah, but then there's gonna be people going, yeah, lap 5, and it's like, fuck off, mate, we've not even started.
Suppose that you gotta have a little bit of honesty in it, little honor system.
Huzzah for Hydra Wives!
And if we catch somebody cheating, we fucking blow their asses up in their shit.
Anomaly said he's gonna be doing with like a spectator view, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so basically, Anomaly would just have to hold a notepad and have everyone's names, and he'll put a check on how many laps they did. That way it's easier.
We're gonna find out a few things, and I read some different ways of like marking a start and a stop. Because I actually have a planet that I found. I haven't been there yet. I want to actually go there in the next couple of days.
Like the starting line, finish line for when they're doing actual canyon racing and shit, or like if there's a waypoint that you got to go around. You know, somebody just sits there with an inefficient beam laser, firing straight down into the ground as a turnaround point. I watched a long ass video of that. It was so fucking cool. Like it was highly organized.
Yeah, they had someone that had like a mining laser that they can also use to mark the area.
Just like vertically shooting straight down into the ground, everybody had to fly around it. That was such an ingenious idea.
But I want to get over to this canyon and see what it's like. Figure it out. It was actually...
When's this for, anyway?
I'm planning it...
Is this SRV racing or flying, like, ship racing?
Ship racing.
And when's this for?
I'm hoping, provided that everything allows for it, the end of the month. Because this weekend...
Okay, yeah, so I need to do my racing ship then.
Yes.
Are you limiting the ship class here? Or are we all doing, you know, I-Eagles or Vipers or something?
I'm thinking we're gonna have a couple different setups. Maybe like have people bring like a second ship over if they want to do SLF racing, but smaller ships. So I mean racing builds if you're doing it like an I-Eagle. have at it.
I don't know if I'd
But
want
you sort of need to keep it level playing. Eagle's the fastest ship in the game, is it not?
Yeah, but Vipers are best combination of speed and maneuverability. The Viper 3. So
That is
I
true,
guess
too.
it's gonna depend on the course. If it's a tight technical course, I'd almost rather fly a Viper. If it's gonna be a course that's got longer straights, give me an Eagle any day.
I do have, like I said,
So if that's the case, then you'll need to
out.
try and get an aerial shot of the course itself and just outline it. And you're going to have to try and figure out how to show which way to go.
Well, yeah,
We'd have to do kind of a pole lap first, where we follow him slowly through it, so we all know where to go for the most part.
Hmm.
I'm actually
Also,
gonna
think
have...
about how much easier canyon racing is now that we have night vision, for fuck's sake. Those poor bastards that were doing it before night vision. Jesus.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But no, I'm gonna
Then
actually
you
go
also
through it
need to
and
make sure
record
that
it
there's
as
a
well.
station nearby.
Yeah. There was a system.
Because some...
He's got one already. He's got it figured out.
What system
Alright,
was
okay, I
it?
was going to say, because some racing builds have, like, really, really bad fucking jump range. I think my Imperial
Oh, jeez,
Eagle's...
it's less than 10.
Yeah, I think mine's is like 4.
From Gliese,
Yeah, mine's
it is
basically go
50
out,
light years.
race a few times, and then go back to the station.
Yep.
Accessing. Here it is.
Yeah, why don't you just squadron bookmark that station, that system, and or the planet at least, the system. Then just put it under like race or canyon race.
Yeah, or like potential race location or something like that. Come on, where's my mission target? We're supposed to be here. So the good news is all of these missions here are 5 stars in.
Lance, are you grabbing these 384 progenitor cells?
No, I'm doing these missions quickly.
You want me to go work on that?
Can do. It's only 384, isn't it?
Yeah, I can knock it out in one run.
Yeah.
Let me do a search real quick.
I picked up these missions and I was supposed to help DC, but then I realized that I had to scan the fucking sensor data pylon thing, and it fucked my plans up.
Wait a minute, progenitor cells. Isn't the progenitor the name of our top dog in Squadron, technically?
Yes.
I'll give you a petri dish
we're
full of
picking up.
384 progenitor cells.
I knew exactly where you were going with that one.
Fuck, man, I don't have to leave the station or the cockpit for this. One load coming right up. It's gonna be full. 384 hot swimmers.
Incoming mission critical message.
If you've just
Really?
got 384, you need to have a...
Seriously,
Test
that's
done.
a problem. Hell no, man, I'm fine with that. That's many, many less hits. Look, man, if it's only 384, you can fire that thing into any fertile myrtle you want, and you're fine.
only takes 1,
Yeah, but the odds, dude, the odds.
maybe 2, if you have twins. Depending on what kind of twins. Right, I need to use the FSS. This clearly isn't happening.
Good old Butas.
If you can find pesticides as well, go for it.
Yeah, okay.
I have 2 missions for pesticides.
Hey man,
Wing missions,
like
got any more
wing?
room
Okay.
in that wing of yours?
I did send you a wing invite like fucking 10 years ago, but you never accepted it.
Well, I mean, when it comes from you, I try not to pay attention.
Is that how it is?
I mean, that or, you know, you
Butas
could
again,
just
man.
let me know. so that way I know it's there.
I need 2,000. Oh, gee. Well, one of them's 927, the other one's 1,220.
Alright, here's the deal. I'm gonna go grab my cutter. I'm gonna fill up on, I'm gonna grab the needed progenitors, drop those up, and fill the rest of the way up on pesticides.
Yeah.
We can drop that off, you turn in, and then...
Sounds good. By the time you do that, I should have this, these last two done. Just on approach to the signal source, and then I've got one in the Lente, and then I'll be heading back to Gliese.
Man, I wish somebody... Anomaly, you were there. Did you just see that exit to the station? 'Cause that was something that God would be jealous of.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you're leaving the station. I thought you were coming in.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Fucking hell. Can't even describe it. It was just... It was
Were you flipping again?
I flipped through the mail slot sideways at full boost. It was like a Vomit Comet moving the FDL.
Meanwhile, I'm just proud that I was able to actually boost out of the mail slot without hitting anything. Jesus.
Did you start reading
The Dark Wheel?
the Dark Wheel?
I had actually started it back like end of last summer. I got through I think chapter 2. When they isn't it chapter 2 where they first start, or no, it's the end of chapter 1 where they first talk about Roxla.
Yeah.
And then I think I got distracted with just playing the game and didn't go back to it. But after watching that hour-long thing with Drew, I definitely want to finish reading that shit because that's super interesting.
Well, the links in Discord, I'm on chapter 5 now. They're not that big chapters either. Like, it's not like Premonition or
No,
the other one that's
it's a
just-
smaller book, much smaller.
yeah,
compared
it's
to
a
those.
really small novel, but
I just think it's really interesting that it was included with the game. Like, this is how you get interested in Elite. You know, this is like the storyline if there is one.
yeah.
You can't tell me, for as much homage as they've paid to the 1984 original, that a lot of that shit doesn't still exist, especially in a game this big.
Was it actually in
Mhm.
the original games? Rockstar?
Apparently it was. Well, apparently people have data mined it. Like, they've data mined the original Elite. How the fuck they've done that, I do not know. It's on fucking cassette.
Yeah,
Um,
Incoming
But they've
Oh,
data
just
mined it, and
transfer it
apparently
to an
they
actual solid state.
True.
I'm sure people still have working cassette readers.
Are you sure about that?
How hard would it be to manufacture one these days?
True.
Some fucker in his garage could probably tinker it away.
Well, so apparently people have actually data mined the original Elite, and they couldn't find any reference to Raxla in the game. But people have done their research,
It
and
was
there
intended
is
to be an
gas
actual
giant.
story, that's it? Right? It, like,
But it's
I don't think it was
supposed to be a
supposed to be.
myth. Yeah, it was supposed to be a myth, but then someone, I don't know if FDev have confirmed it or anything, because they can't actually find the original source, apparently, of it being an Elite. Well, in this Elite, sorry. Someone said, like, someone came out and said that FDev have said that a player has been in the system and honked it, but not scanned the planet.
Yeah, that came out like at least 2 years ago. Somebody apparently
Exactly.
did that. And they said it's reachable. What is it? You're supposed to be able to reach it in a Cobra.
With 7
Like,
light year
it's-
jump range.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's within the bubble.
I can't see how it's in the bubble. If
Well, okay.
it's got to have been discovered by now if it was in the bubble.
No, I don't think so, because we're talking about something on the surface of a planet more than likely, according to the myths or legends, whatever you want to call them. Can you imagine? Okay, think about it. Just this last week, somebody finally mapped the entire surface of one planet in an SRV, and it's taken them a long fucking time. That's one planet. Can you
Well,
imagine
yeah, I
how long?
suppose with the old way, yeah.
even with the new way, there's no way it's gonna pop up with a detailed surface scan as, oh, yo, come check this out. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna actually put it in the game and make it something you have to just stumble upon. Even if you knew where the planet was, it would take you like I don't know how long this guy took to map that entire planet, but I'm sure it was at least months, if not a year.
Well, it's depending on the radius of the planet, obviously, because the SRV goes slow as shit, doesn't it?
This planet this guy did wasn't that big. In fact, I think it was a moon. I don't think it was even a full planet. So, I mean, for fuck's sake, imagine how long that would take going, say, our moon.
Yeah, that would take a
with
while.
With the gravity being so low on that, but you know it's still there, and you're capped out at what without spinning out like 20 meters a second.
37 if you do 4 pips to engines.
Yeah, but you're gonna be spinning out constantly. So like
Thank you for tuning in. If you're all about the Rexilmith, go ahead and give a thumbs up and hang out with us for a bit.
Low gravity. Most planets are low gravity. I'm just saying. I think it's on a planet. It's not going to be very noticeable. It's probably going to blend in with the surroundings. But when you see it, like maybe it's a cave or something.
It's not supposed. It's supposed to be a state. From what people have said, like from the legends and whatnot, it's supposed to be like a hidden station or a hidden landable place.
Wait, landable with a ship? I didn't think that was specifically said.
See,
well, apparently it's supposed to be like a settlement, you know, like an establishment.
Even with all that,
establishment and canyon through a cavern, like you got to actually fly into this tunnel that's not very noticeable from space.
I feel even if it is an actual place, one, it's not going to be named Raxla, and two, it probably is abandoned by now too. Who's to say that it actually still holds what it does?
Nah, there's got to be a reason. Like if the faction, well, if the group of the law of the Dark Wheel, they know the location of Raxla apparently. So it's interesting that way. But the faction in game is
not them.
Dark Wheel.
No.
So,
I'll be right back.
but then it also crosses my mind where obviously the Dark Wheel is supposed to be this place where you get all this abundance of like stuff and the potential warp into another galaxy and shit like that, right? But what if that extra part, you can warp to another galaxy, is just part of like the myth part, like side of it? But Raxla is just a code name for Shinrata Desra. That would explain why the Dark Wheel's in Shinrata. It also explains, the abundance of stuff because you have all the ships, all the modules at a discounted price. And in the Dark Wheel it mentions that only the elite can find it. Obviously taking away that it's the founders, that it's known as the Founders World. If you're not a founder member, like one of the backers, you can only access it via elite.
True. Have people scoured all the planets in Shinrata?
No, it's not like... No, not like that. It's supposed... Like, what if, part of it is all myth and, all made up and that, but the actual Raxla is just codename for the whole system of Shinrata Desra, Jameson Memorial. But then that theory doesn't work because Jameson Memorial was built in remembrance of Commander James Jameson, who was obviously he not?
past or post Elite or post Raxla, given the fact that the story came out at the same time that the game came out, which is when his lifetime would have been.
Yeah. So no, that theory doesn't work. Because I think I've said this before though, but the engineer Laurie James, that's one of the descendants of the original commander of Elite. So, and David Braben still works, you know, for FDev. And as Drew Vega said, there was one of the authors asking to do a story about Raxler, and FDev said that no, you ain't touching it. That's our story. But then, in the Dark Wheel, there's also things about Thargoids in there, and that you could, like, the Federation is wanting what's known as Thargoids for scientific research, which is basically immature Thargoids. And the Thargoids apparently look like, the best way that the book explains it, well, the Dark Reel explains it, is they look like bugs. And the first thing that came to my head was, do you know the fly-looking creatures out of Rick and Morty? That's what came to my mind.
It's funny that you mention that now, because now that I think about it. That's funny.
But then, FDev have already come out and said that not everything in the Dark Reel has been made canon. Like, only some of it has been been kept on as canon. So
the encrypted data storage, that's those encrypted USSs?
Wait, you talking about for a mission?
Yeah.
No, they're canisters. It's like an old artwork salvage mission. There'll be probably 4 canisters sitting in a... Yeah, you gotta find the USS via your FSS,
Okay.
but yeah, there's just gonna be 4 canisters in there.
Ooh, board swap. Never mind. Come on.
They're super fucking easy. I've done like probably 15 of those in the last couple of days, and I've only had one where pirates actually came after me, and they were really easy kills.
One 5-star influence, 2 5-star influence, 3 5-star influence.
One.
I was gonna say Count Chocula over here.
5 nipples.
What? Trying to summon Ronald?
And the boobies.
Oh my god, he was talking about the
like...
HOTUS. He was talking about the HOTUS clitoris again yesterday, and you missed it again, Lancer.
Oh my god.
Just nonchalantly talking about. We were talking about the FSS. He's like, "Did you ever map it to the clitoris?" I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah, it was. He's like, hey, yes. I wanted to say HOTUS clitoris again, didn't you? And he's like, maybe.
Oh, he's a funny guy.
Sometimes I get tired of the boobie. No, I don't. But I do like the clitoris.
What the boobies?
You should have seen how much he was giggling when we were in those, like, making the boobs and the dicks and stuff on, with characters, with, like, keyboard, you know, in, Discord. Holy shit. He was losing his fucking mind.
Yeah, it was a party on Discord.
Yeah. All I do is use some parentheses and a couple of periods to make a set of keyboard tits, and you would have thought somebody was whacked him in his face.
Ronald.
Actually, you know what?
The boobies and the clitoris are, but you don't know what a combat is.
He's got his priorities, at least. I just realized Ronald made my bucket list. Top 10 things I want to do before I die. Take Ronald to a titty bar.
He's just at the boobies. I want to double penetrate them from behind. Yes,
I would feed him scotch
boobies.
all night and just laugh my ass off. Watch a girl come sit down on his lap. You have nice boobies.
The boobies. So I just picked up 4 of those salvage missions for 20 stars influence as well.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I only was able to pick up 1, otherwise it's a bunch of other missions.
I'm trying to make this shit easy. I'm just about to Feynman right now.
Well, I've had like 3 days where I've not been able to do shit. So. I should start becoming a little bit more active towards the end of the week, by the way.
Nice.
I start, not tomorrow, I'm off tomorrow, but the day after, I start at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That would be our ever fearless leader.
I think I start at like 10, and then it's like 12, and then it's 2. I should start becoming a little bit more active as the week progresses.
I have no idea. We just had... It was Monday, and we were going into it with only 1 death call on, and we just got swamped. Like, our weekend, even though I'm not on next weekend, our weekend has already completely filled up.
Really?
So, yeah, and it's fucking Monday. Like, people just started dying, and other people were just trying to do memorial services and shit. Like, it's nuts. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So, I can't predict what it's going to be like. I do know for a fact, all day Saturday I've got
memorial services and started dying.
Seriously, like, then there was a mass shooting at a funeral. It's fucked up. No, I'm going to be gone from Saturday morning until probably Sunday evening for a scuba training seminar. And I'm already feeling bad about that now because I signed up for it over a month ago, and now this sounds like the busiest weekend of work at the funeral home that I've experienced yet. And I'm not going to be there for most of it. But I don't think I'll be around much this weekend. I'll probably be on Friday night, but Saturday and Sunday not so much. So I'm going to try and do as much as I can during the week before that.
Well, I'm hoping by the end of the week we should be pending, or at least in. I'm hoping, if all going well.
Because ideally by then I would like to at least still do the event as well, but if not, postpone it a week. So we can make sure that everything's all straightened out for like the 7 people that still actually play the game.
You know what's weird is I feel like we're as much, if not more, active during the weekday nights than we have been on the weekends. The last 2 weekends have been slow as shit as far as activity goes. It's been like 4 or 5 of us pumping out the entire weekend.
Yeah.
And not the same 4 or 5. Like Saturday night was primarily, see, DC was on, and then it was Ronald lead night. Ronald lead night shit out on Saturday, but yeah, it was pretty much the 4 of us all day, and I'm kind of hoping by this coming weekend we got more people back.
Yeah, well, Lead's not going to be on, is he?
I don't know. I was actually surprised to see him on so much Saturday night after he said he was going to be away for a couple of weeks.
I think that's because I called people out. I wasn't meaning to call him out. I was just calling people out in general.
He didn't mention anything about it, so I doubt he took it personally, but
yeah.
I mean, we had a blast. Saturday was a lot of fun. You really missed out, Lancer. You fucking suck. You're a horrible leader. I hate your gun.
Damn.
Just kidding. It's okay. I forget. You're allowed to keep leading the squadron. Hey guys, cancel that coup d'etat order I put out earlier. Good about it. We'll postpone.
Oh,
that
dude,
2
that's what
weeks.
Gus fucking said to me, by the way.
What?
He was like, oh, I sent it to you in the message, man. He says,
message. Don't you read things that he sends you?
yeah,
Keep
man,
in mind, when
fucking
I'm reading
read
the
shit.
messages, if you send it to me on Facebook, I'm seeing that when I first wake up, and then
Alright, okay.
and then I'm also checking it, and I've got a shitload of emails and stuff for actual work, and then I tend to forget about it. And when I finally get settled down again after lunch or something and get a chance to check my messages, I'm like, oh yeah, I already read that, so I might miss some details.
Okay, well, he was trying to call us out on the fact that we asked him to step aside in the syndicate so we can get shit organized. Which we fucking did, you know what I mean? But he still wouldn't fucking help us get shit organized, which was ultimately the reason why we left.
Well,
That
and
the
the
shit
fact that
management.
he just kept opening the floodgates and letting more and more recruits in without us
Yeah,
having a clue what's going on, like who the fuck is who anymore.
exactly.
I'm glad
So-
I was one of those people.
He
No,
goes,
it was
that was
after you.
before. Yeah, it was after you. But he says to me, he goes, I can't wait for the day where you go away, for a couple of, like, for a week or two for something, and they form a coup against you. And I was like, the joke's on you, mate. I was like, because I've already had to disappear for 2 months for training, and oh look, I'm still leader.
You should have mentioned that, like, both members of like both founding members walked
Exactly.
away for a couple of months and the squadron still survived. What a fucking piece of shit.
Exactly.
I
And then
hope
I did
he used
notice
his own
that he put
CPR
in-
device on himself.
Yeah, he did put in one of the Facebook group, you know, where I started commenting, and we had 07 fucking commenting his shit as well. He posted in that group, oh, it must be hard. Actually, I'll pull it up, because it came up as a notification. Hang on. It actually came up as a notification. It said Gus Haynes has posted in such and such. Yeah, here it is here. So let me just pick up all these fucking materials and shit first. Hey man, you gotta send out all these limpets just to pick up everything. Fuck it. Whoa, boy, why am I going backwards?
Yeah, I've got all the progenitor cells for mission.
Sweet. He goes, the official results are out. Congratulations to all those who got top 10 slot. It's tough at the top and the positions change hand all the time. And I'm thinking to myself, huh?
What did he do from his Type 7 in the back?
You know, I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to hurt his feelings.
He sat there and he looked at screens.
Honestly,
And
it's what I was saying
did
before. I don't
things.
think it's possible that we could, like, get to him anymore, because I think he has actually convinced himself that he is leading something just by having open recruitment no matter what, and starting things off by misleading an entire group of PlayStation 4 players into thinking, oh, this is just a PlayStation 4 Elite Dangerous group, building that up for over a year, and now, oh, by the way, this is the Pilot Syndicate 4 Elite Dangerous group, and you all are, well, I mean, you're already on, you know, main PvE, you might as well join the squadron, because it's the official squadron group. How many people do you think joined that, not being in the squadron, or especially the Christmas noobs, not even realizing what squadrons and shit are, like, oh yeah, I want to be a part of something, oh shit, I'm already in this, I might as well join that.
Well, I know when I joined that Facebook group, it wasn't for a faction.
Fuck no, I really thought it was PlayStation 4.
Yep.
I thought it was PlayStation 4. Hey, what's this?
Would not have joined otherwise.
Gliese.
I mean, I'm glad it worked out the way it did, because we've built a good player group or player base from that. Like, we actually found the people that are worth a shit, but
Yeah.
I can't
You
imagine
say you've got stuff, yeah? You've got the
Yeah.
pesticides as well? Right, okay.
grabbing them right now. What the fuck category is pesticide?
Alright, so you're not actually there yet? You're not actually in
No.
Gliese yet?
No.
Have
I'm
you-
still at Utah.
You've not handed in this stuff yet either, have you?
No.
Okay, just making sure, because I jumped into Gliese to get to where I'm supposed to be going. And I thought, oh, since you're waiting in Gliese, then I'll go over, but...
Okay,
you're not
well,
waiting.
I'm launching right now.
Oh, I'm now jumping into it. That's the whatever it's called.
Okay, here. Do what you're doing. I'm gonna use the material trader for a second here.
Okay.
Quick about it. Not gonna...
I got two of these missions in Assetzi, so it should be as quick as possible, and then we'll head back to Gliese. I've still got like 8 missions completed for Hydra as well. Like for trying to get all the bounties and shit. Depends if anyone needs money though, because most of them are wing missions. Oh. Okay, there's one there.
Okay, I'm done material trading. Better be on your way back. Told you I wasn't fucking around.
Trying to find the last mission pack. Let's see if I find it. Oh, what? 7,000 light seconds.
Oh, it's gonna take 90 seconds. Okay.
It's like that post on Facebook. Oh my god, the station next to Sagittarius A is 4,000 light seconds away.
Oh,
For fuck's sake, could it not be closer? Wait, what? You're complaining
4,000? You went to
Yeah.
Sag A and you're gonna bitch about 4,000 light seconds? You fucking dunce? Like,
Yeah,
what kind of
exactly.
goldfish memory do you have to have about the last 2 weeks of your life?
I told him mine was way worse. I had to do a 400,000 light second travel to a planetary planet.
But the worst ones I've done have been like the Smeaton orbital runs.
I was just telling Ronald yesterday about that one Lancer back last summer. You and I were trying to do a wing assassination mission, and you got all fucking annoyed because we dropped it and the mission signal source was like 350-some thousand light seconds away, and you're like, oh fuck my life, I can't be fucking bothered with this. I'm like, no, I'm already on my way, I'll get it, don't worry about it. And you're like, well, I might as well come, I gotta bail your ass out from Diane. Because it was like the first week I got my Corvette. It was fully engineered, but I hadn't really flown it much. So I got a solid like 2-minute head start on you. I get there and I blow up the mission target, and I'm just about to blow up the last like vulture or whatever his wingman was, and you dropped in and I was like, hey, mission's done. And you're like, are you fucking serious? You were so fucking pissed. I'm like, I told you didn't have to come, man, I had this.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Docking successful.
Yeah.
Engaging docking restraints. You are most welcome, Commander.
I still think we should do a faction private group so we can go in there and just fuck about with the syndicate after we've done shit.
Yeah.
And that way, we can change the tables on there and be like, oh look, you coming out or you stay out private group. Tempting as shit though to report it as a fake account. Well, that means he's now got what, 4 accounts that can sit in the station and just do fuck all. Impressive. That's how good of a leader.
Kim Jong over there.
He also, do you not remember when he was like, how about we go into CQC because it's a fairer fight, right?
Yeah.
And like,
Level
I don't know
playing
why.
field.
Yeah, but the first thing it came to like I thought of after we talked about it last was, He lasted 10 minutes in CQC.
Oh,
He's not
I'd
gonna-
say it was closer to 20, but no more than 20. He was the
Fucking
first one to leave the
honestly.
party, and we had a full party at 8.
Exactly.
Or I gotta get going. Oh, what's up, Gus? Why you gotta go? I just I can't do this. I'm not having any fun. Like, oh, because we fucking suck at anything combat related. You pile of shit. Don't worry about leadership, man. You, go ahead. We'll take care of the syndicate. You fucking idiot. That was the
Moment
one
where,
where
like-
you and I hadn't been talking about the idea of breaking off and forming our own squadron or anything at that point. Like, we were actually excited to get Gus Haynes involved in something, and
Yeah.
it was just an awkward silence for the next like couple of minutes that he left. And CQC is not something where people are staying silent, and you know, people are laughing and having a good time because you have nothing to lose. It's just dumb fun combat. But like it was weirdly silent because I'm sitting there and I'm sure you were thinking the same thing. Like, oh, I wonder what the actual like normal members are thinking right now that our leader just came in and didn't fuck off because he had to go do something important, but just didn't enjoy himself and decided to leave for the first squad, for the first minor faction that he's ever participated in. I was embarrassed, honestly.
It's the best bit was most of the members didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Yeah. Who's this fucker? Oh, that's her I got. Oh,
But no, man, we're just salty people because we can't do anything with leaderboards, and you know,
I
we're
could not
bitter.
possibly care less about the leaderboards because, first off, we know the first season was not accurate. I don't think people care enough to do the work that the Elite BGS Discord people do to figure out what works and what doesn't. Because I guarantee you, it's still not, like, everything else is still bugged a bit. Especially stuff that actually rates players against their own stats or against each other. I mean, for fuck's sake, FDev can't even get it right for the amount of hours that you've played in-game. And you're going to tell me that they have a system that can actually accurately rate players against each other? No.
It is quite amusing, actually, because I've still only played for 2 weeks, 1 day, and 30 minutes.
Check mine. I haven't checked it recently. That'll be good.
What was that? Codex, Commander.
Codex, your commander, and then go down to exploration.
Two weeks, 4 days, 10 hours, 4 minutes.
Doubt it. I've talked to you longer than 2 weeks at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is 24 weeks, 3 days, 5 hours, 38 minutes. That's actually way more accurate than your guys's, but...
Fuck. I bet you in like a matter of 2 weeks, I'll actually have more stream time literally saved than what the game's telling me that I've actually played.
And I've probably spent 2 weeks just out and going to fucking Beagle Point.
It's not even including your return trip.
Exactly.
What'd you do? Just like move out there permanently? Start a whole new
Mine's 3
account?
weeks, 1 hour.
I see that's believable, but I don't know how long you've been playing Elite for.
I would believe mine if it said like 18 weeks. 24 seems a bit excessive, but it's, like I said, it's way fucking closer than your 2 weeks is, Lancer.
2 weeks, like it's not like I played the game for what, nearly 2 years now. I got the game like what, 2 days after it got released on PlayStation, but now I've only played it for 2 weeks. Triple Elite, it's lying.
I am curious
But then
to see
saying
what...
that, it's old school Triple Elite, none of this new fucking, exploration and Void Opal Triple Elite. Old school grind Triple Elite. That's what that is.
Yeah, I did
especially the
some
combat.
of it. I lived some of that pain too.
Yeah, and the fucking old school ship grind, you know, for the Federation and Imperials to get the Corvette and the cutter.
Right.
Fuck me,
Dude,
that
I'm
was
still-
a grind and a half.
I'm still proud as fuck that I got Combat Elite before the others. And I'm still not even Exploration Elite. I don't give a fuck.
I wanted to get
Yeah.
Combat Elite so bad, but at the same time, it was like I'm only my 5th.
You know the
rank
best
into
way to do
combat.
it?
On Scouts, man.
Stargates.
Yep, scouts. Get yourself a
bunch of-
turret boat. Turret boat
Get a
of the
10 or,
AX
or an
and
Anaconda
Mission
and
objective
an AX
Yep.
multi-cannons.
turret 8, just let them go after everything. Yeah.
We're like over approximately 4 times the experience of an elite pilot.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed.
Limpet drone error, deploy cargo hatch.
Objective fired.
I deploy the cargo hatch and nothing's happening.
Why don't you redeploy
Ooh,
that
man,
cargo hatch?
I'm getting close to 20,000 bounties claimed. Holy shit.
You getting close to what?
20,000 bounties claimed?
Fucking hell.
Oh,
I'll check
over
mine
a
when I
bill-
get back to
You're
Gliese.
still in that
I'm
codex.
almost 1.1. Yeah, I'm almost at 1.1 billion in bounties claimed.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
1805.
I can't
will
believe
have
I've
a
killed
look one day.
178 skimmers because I swear to God I have not killed a skimmer since, I don't know, May?
Since the missions got nerfed.
I've killed 7.
I never even used the missions for that.
I had
I
6.
never
a
took
week
advantage
ago.
of that.
Programming limpet drone.
Wait, what were we looking at? Bounties.
Yeah.
Programming limpet
Right, I went into squadrons by mistake. Is that combat? I have 16,980. No, 587 bounties claimed.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
like 2,000 bounties ahead of you right now.
yeah. And I have.
Oh shit, man, that's like a light evening of work.
Wait until we get the fucking thing on the go. Get the Haz-Res.
The Haz-Res? Oh no.
Yeah.
You think I'm not gonna stop then?
cargo scoop.
I've killed like 87 skimmers.
Cannot comply. Functional drive charging.
Oh, beer bag.
Hmm. I've handed in 3,272 combat bonds, and I've made nearly just under 100 million from combat. Smuggling. My highest single transaction for smuggling was 129.2 million. Ah shit! I've overshot the station. Loop of shame. I came back to the screen thinking, yeah, I've still got time. Nope. Come back from the screen just as I'm flying past fucking Ericsson. Oh well.
Better than how I do. I just overshot it completely. Come back to the screen. Oh. Maybe I should have throttled down a little bit instead of leaving it at full throttle while I look at all these things.
That's exactly what I did. I left it full throttle. Not impressed.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, come say hi, hang out for a bit. We're just doing some missions and stuff like that. We're going to tackle some combat here in a little bit. Hopefully get some solo assassination missions to be able to actually get those other ships instead of just the standard FDLs.
I think I've still got one of these missions to do, and then I will probably head to my scratcher. And I've still got 2 of them to do. Oh, no, 3 of them. Oh, okay. Fuck. Picked up more than I thought. Shit.
Great job.
Ah, no, it's cool, man. Oh shit, I got loads of them. I got like 5 or 6 of them still to do. Shit. Luckily, they've got more than like 2 days, to complete them, so it's not. West talking. Thank you. Yeah, my little one got his second set of Jags today, his injections. That was fun.
I mean, he's still a little too young for a Jaguar, but...
Hey man, you're never too young for a Jaguar.
It kind of sucks, but...
Actually, talking about Jaguars, right? I'm gonna go out and say I'm not on about the car here, right? Did you see on Facebook, like the news? I think it was Lad Bible, and this woman got mauled by a Jaguar because she tried to take a selfie with it.
I did not. The fuck?
It's like, what the fuck? Like, you really expected your Jaguar, like a wild Jaguar,
to just
to
take a
actually
selfie.
fucking... Yeah, exactly. Like, are you fucking retarded?
My god, people.
Right, progenitor cells. Spades hasn't even fucking handed in the progenitor cells. I can't even do that.
If I get 1,000 likes on this video in the next 10 seconds, I'll go and try and take a selfie with a Jaguar.
Unless you get fucking bombed by Mr. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I only got 3 viewers, so I'm pretty sure one of them is me anyways.
Watching your own stream, trying to figure out what you're doing. What am I doing? Incoming message. Incoming message. Oh. He's on his mission.
Get to it in a second, DC. Gotta land first. Oh! No, 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 no. What the?
Attention, no visual on landing here. You are loitering in a clear zone. Move away, Commander.
I heard the anomaly.
What?
I heard that again. That ain't some random wrench flying around. I heard something crash.
I don't know what you're talking about. Must have been one of them
I
flying
can
wrenches.
hear someone hitting shit. I'm assuming it's you.
I literally have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Docking complete.
I don't hear anything. I think you're all going crazy.
You are most welcome, Commander.
Yeah, you forget you're live streaming, aren't you?
Huh? Nah. That ain't me.
Anywho, I'm gonna take a quick break, so I'm gonna eat something real quick. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Alright.
Catch you later.
Well, I'm not leaving the game. I'm going to stay on the game. Just I'm gonna have quick something to eat, then I'll be right back on.
Okay.
Alright.
Wait!
I'm back, settle down.
Fucking hand in the progenitor cells, you cock!
Oh my god. Shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, you wanted me to get back here as soon as possible, and then you fuck off, and you're not even handed in the progenitor cell.
Well, I assume that you, were doing your usual thing where you get distracted for like 45 minutes.
I nearly did.
There you go. Wasn't that far off.
Because I still got 5 of these missions to do. I didn't realise I picked up that many.
Jesus, man.
I'd just done like 4 of them, so yeah, I must have picked up about 9 of them.
There you go. Now complete that shit and share the pesticides with me.
I would, but the mission board just give me standby. One game, catch up, please.
Dude, I was having that last night so hard. We all were just waiting on the mission board to Stop spinning.
Landing gear retracted.
I can't tell you how many
This is-
times I looked at that hollow me and exit.
I was gonna say, this is the first time it's done it to me today, though. Well, I'm gonna go have a little gander at my hollow me and see if he still looks the same as yesterday.
I've had to refresh it a couple times. And I've had a couple scares today. Luckily, not that bad, but whatever they're doing on their side, they need to
Fix it.
figure it out. Yeah.
Fucking useless. Biotech conductors or money?
I'm not gonna go
I'm gonna take the
that
biotech.
harsh, but hey, more power to you.
Yeah.
Incoming mission critical.
Right, I'm going to switch into my other cutter and help get the rest of these pesticides. 'Cause I've got another mission there for pesticides. Well,
There's plenty of supply in Mainland.
who does?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna go through like 327,000.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna be on for that long. Even by then, it's fucking Feynman. It just refreshed by the time that we started getting it depleted.
Yeah. The Brutas, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet. I've shared that mission.
Thank you.
I'm gonna assume you probably put about 400 in.
I put. Yeah,
One.
No, that's what I put in there. I managed to steal some, well, actually legally acquire some pesticides through those missions.
How many did you say I would be putting in?
You
I
said
know, about-
400.
No, like pesticides, yeah. About 400.
Yeah, pesticides.
Why, how many have you actually put in?
400.
What was your,
No
what was-
way.
What was your last mission for? 384, right? Something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or 385, 384?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
385.
I was gonna say, how many tons can you hold minus the 400?
780. 784. Do the math. Fucking dick. Oh, about 400.
I didn't know what your cargo hold was. Like, for me, I got 720.
You know I'm running shieldless. I've got a dock computer, so 784.
Alright, fuck.
I think that might be what I
So yeah,
have on mine, too.
exactly 400. You fucking.
Right, so do you want to do a
Astrodicus.
quick calculation to see how many more you need to get then? Because I've got another pesticide one.
Yeah. What's your
I will tell you once I get out of
You got
which space.
720?
Yeah, I got 720.
Okay. Oh, fuck, I'm just gonna grab the rest and sell.
Well, I've got another one as well, which is for another 927.
Well, then I guess I'll just fill up on it. Guess I don't
Okay
have to
then.
math it, do I?
Okay then.
Think of that, did you? Now you're embarrassed.
No, I'm getting tired.
Okay,
Not gonna lie,
hang on. I'll
really
figure it out. So 1220 plus how much was that other one, Lancer?
We don't have to figure it out. He's got a duplicate mission.
927. I know, it's 927. It's not the same exact mission.
Minus 401. Is that, and then you got 720.
I will do in a second, yeah.
It means 1,026 are left, or needed left.
Okay,
There's-
so you got to come back.
Yeah, I'll then I'll go to bed. And then that should be everything under the day marker
Mission
completed.
objective detected.
Then I can just carry on with those salvage missions tomorrow, and that should help get some more influence for tomorrow.
Incoming input drone.
I don't know if it's worth when DC gets back, and if you want to normally just run in a couple of election missions.
Where at?
Orlando.
Okay. Are we
Like
in?
just do it like. Yeah, we're in elections in Orlando because of the syndicate and trying to undermine us.
Oh no.
But the good news is though is the player faction that they've actually got us in an election with one of our allies. So I've spoken to them, and they said that they're gonna like make sure that we win it. So.
Yeah, they don't care about Calando in the same way that now that we have Gliese, we don't care about Calando. So it's kind of like, congrats, Syndicate, you fucked with us. Oh no, you got us good. All I picture is, oh my god, I gotta make a meme out of this. That scene from Super Troopers where Officer Farva's like, yeah, I got you good, you fucker. Nobody gives a shit.
But it's just high rate Kaz's picture.
Got you good, you fucker. Suck on that, Calando. Boom.
So, do you
Okay,
think
Farva.
that they've gone on some intel that only Mafia's told them? Because obviously Oni wasn't really that active before he left.
I don't
And
know.
the last thing he probably remembers before I cut him out of the...
Was us talking about Kopo.
Yeah, was us talking about expansion in Kopo.
Honestly, man, after... I don't want to make any assumptions, and this is not me playing good cop to your bad cop, because I know, like, with the assumption that was made towards Ark, and obviously we were wrong about that.
Yeah.
That's not the reason I'm saying this, but it's kind of the same mentality. I don't want to assume that somebody is working against us when I just think if they looked at our BGS, if they looked at like the fact that we're expanding out of there, logically, with their limited knowledge of the BGS, that's where they would want to attack to try and stop us from expanding. Because the fact that they are just trying to expand from every fucking place that they own constantly, maybe they assume that we're trying to do that too, as if we give a fuck about the fake leaderboards like they do.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's how they wanted to hurt us the most, and that's also why they were building up every faction. That's why every faction was rising except for us. You know, we were failing, and every other faction was rising up. I don't think that it's... I don't think we need to read into it that far.
I mean, if the situation calls for it, bad cop all the way. There ain't no good cop there.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm being forcefully naive or ignorant here. I really don't think anybody was working against us from the inside. I genuinely think they finally
No, I'm not saying
tried to
from
read
the inside,
BGS.
because he's not with us anymore. I'm saying that since he's left,
Well, even then,
the last thing he would have seen.
I don't see him just
Somebody who
hopping
had
on
inside information.
I don't see him just hopping on the Discord to read the orders, speed them over, and then up and vanish. I think he left because 07 was starting to get more on his case, and instead of just dealing with that bullshit, and since he's not playing Elite as it is from what I noticed, just fuck it. Leave the squadron and, you know, oh, I'm not in there anymore, I'm not a part of them, blah blah blah. Fucking drop it.
No, I still kept him as in the squadron, but I restricted near enough.
Oh yeah,
everything
no,
he
I
could
saw
see.
that.
Like, he couldn't see... Where the fuck?
I was nosy then.
You sent me to the wrong play. Oh no, pesticide. Oh my god, they're right at the top. I'm scrolling down to fucking...
That's what I did too. It's fucking chemicals, man. It sucks. God damn it.
Yeah, I restricted everything that he could see once 07 decided to start attacking us. So...
But even then,
I don't...
he didn't seem active enough to want to be the type of person that would just log in, see the orders, and then try and relay them over in the event that, you know, everything happened.
But what I did notice was, for the last couple of days, when he was typing in our Discord, he was appearing offline on Discord. So...
I can't read it because I do that all the time.
I know, but
I've done that a couple times.
I have a very suspicious mind. Like, I suspect people quite a lot.
Yeah, and okay. I think you should maybe take a step back, considering you just. I'm not gonna put your foot in your mouth, but you learned a hard lesson off of Ark. I don't think people are working against us at all from the inside. And if he did have insider information, yeah, it probably would have been Copo if he remembered it. I don't think we need to read that far into it. And even if that was the case, we'll cross that bridge when there's more evidence, if not proof. It doesn't really matter right now, obviously. I mean, we don't care about Copo, so it's not holding us back in any way.
Nah.
I think honestly, the best thing we can do from this whole situation is just move the fuck on and take care of our own system.
Oh, that's basically what I've done. Like, fuck it, man. Let them do what they want to do in Dijkstra. Let them do what they want to do in Orlando Po. Any syndicate members watching if they're watching Anomaly's live stream, please don't hit Hydro Sector.
Oh, I know. We need that so bad.
Yeah, that's our next place, like, planned expansion. Please don't do that.
Lente. Oh my god, if you take me in the corner, I'm gonna just die from the inside out. It's the French in me. I'll weep tears of rage.
And wave the white flag.
I mean, it's just natural. Just what I do.
Like baguettes and garlic. But yeah,
oh, do
like...
not hurt, I'm a peace lover. Je t'aime, je t'aime.
I do like the bit of red wine, the bit of frog leg. But nah, like, one of my flaws is I am a very, like, I read into things a bit more than they actually are. That is one of my flaws.
I don't think it's a flaw, I think it's a good thing, but it needs to be balanced. It's a good point of view to have, but you need to just keep it as a point of view because we got to look at everything here.
It is smarter, especially being like the squadron leader, that you are as paranoid as you are, because you're.
I'm not paranoid.
No, he's not. He's not like. Trust me, Gus was paranoid. Lancer's just looking at every crevice that we could be taken advantage of. He's not assuming that we're constantly being taken advantage of.
At the same time, though, I do see more like the rest of management, Spades, lead Ronald, if Ronald's got his head out of the gutter, to be more like your balance.
Yeah.
Balance like two boobies.
But usually the left booby is a little bit bigger than the right boob.
But mostly balanced.
Like, god damn it, Ronald, we're trying to talk BGS here. Yes, boobies.
Like my hammers, I double penetrate with them. Yes, from behind. Cool, yes. Yeah. No, like, I think it works well with with me and Spades being like the co-founders, because obviously we sort of bounce off each other. Like, what Spades isn't that good at, I'm good at, but what I'm not good at, he's good at. So it sort of keeps it balanced.
Yeah,
in that way.
And even then,
the fact that we've kept things very open to the public that is the rest of the faction. For the most part, like, there have been some things time-wise, we haven't brought up to everybody right away, but it's been, I'm not going to say a full-blown democracy, but we don't make any...
You guys are very open.
Massive decisions without talking to everybody about it. Like, especially, like, okay, everybody knows the direction that the squadron, like, everybody wants to take it. We want it to be a fucking dictatorship.
Exactly. So, I did say to lead Spades, I don't know if you were in the party, but I'm looking for like a bot in Discord that can do votes.
Oh really?
And
no, I wasn't in that.
Yeah. So I'm looking for a bot that can do that, but then I've also seen in the Me6 suggestions channel that they are planning to bring that in at some point. So it's like, do I wait? Do I not wait? Do I just use the, like, you know, the emojis just to the reactions to do a vote?
That works. I mean, that's simple for now, and it's no more time that you got to put into putting the bot in.
How much would it be to implement the bot? And
the bot would be a piece of piss. You just got to know what the command is to do it. I could probably set it up on Dynamo, but I don't have enough time to
Now,
hanging about with dynamo.
I was gonna say the other question I have is, would you be able to then just go ahead and have it accessible to anyone, or would it have to be an admin that would be able to see the results? So say if I was to set up a different event, not one of the two that I have.
That all depends on the bot though.
Okay.
Like, I can't control what the bot actually does. All I can do is control certain
I think
aspects.
let's keep it simple. If it's a public vote here with the faction, just use emojis, the up
Yeah,
down
just use the
arrows.
reactions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody can do that without having to learn anything.
Damn it.
Yeah. Where you still hit the station?
I tapped it. Almost tapped into you too, Jesus.
Hey, I'm an auto dog, man. You can't blame me for shit. Don't know why the hell I'm going so slow for the slot. Because what we could do is once we have finished our campaign and recovered from whatever the syndicate are trying to do, we can have a vote and see, why am I just sitting?
That's fantastic. Whatever the syndicate are trying to do.
Well, we can have a vote and see what people actually want to do. Like, do they want to go off and, you know, explore a little bit? Do they want to go off and bounty hunt on our new red sites? Do they want to fucking Guardian shit? You know, we can just spend like a couple of days each day doing that. And we can let the people decide what they want to do, you know, instead of, you know, just have like that period of you can do whatever the fuck you want sort of thing. As soon as you need something done.
Is there a way to set up a channel where you can... Actually, there has to be a way to do this. Where you can respond with an emote, you can't comment?
Yes.
Okay, that would be perfect. Let's set up a fucking voting channel. So an admin can make something like that, or like, you know, anomaly throw you
Be right back.
for if you're trying to create a couple of events or something, you want to figure out what people would rather do. You could put a question in there, and people can up or down vote it. I think that's the simplest way. Again, nobody has to learn any new bot commands or anything, and we wouldn't have to worry about the channel getting filled up with a bunch of comments.
Yeah.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I don't think we need another fucking channel, because we gotta... Dude, you remember, I was thinking about this yesterday, when you and I were first fucking around with the PLC Discord, when we were still in the Syndicate, like, oh my god, I can't believe we got the PLC Discord live, this is fucking crazy. Like, it was like 6 channels total.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
that was including like the welcome and hangout channel and shit.
Yep.
And we're like, yeah, that's all we need, man. That's all. That's perfect. It's simple. Fuck the Syndicate one. That's too complex. I wouldn't say ours is. I mean, ours is more complex now, but it's actually maintained. You know, it's.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Did you see in the embassy, like, Lagnared got warned off the Mi-6 bot?
Yeah, I swear to God, my eyes were shut. I was just about to fall asleep, and I had forgotten to hit the mute on my laptop, and it goes real fast. Like, what the fuck was that? I looked and I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not even responding to that shit. He'll figure it out.
It's quite funny. See, that's why I have it so Mi-6 blocks Discord invites. See?
And he's like, oh, you the fucking stupid bot.
Yeah, stupid fucking bot. And it's like,
Yeah, well, we went through the process of getting completely owned by KOS in our Discord, so fuck that. We're not doing that with the PLC.
Exactly.
Dude, you remember that goddamn day?
Yeah.
I was standing there in a pre-shift meeting talking to my employees at the zoo.
I'm back,
We had
chat.
a giant fucking event about to happen with like 700 guests coming in, and my phone, I can just feel it just exploding in my pocket on vibrate. And I finally pull it out as the meeting adjourns, and I've got these like high school and college females like just behind me and shit, and I'm looking at this, and all of a sudden my phone is just filled with dick pics and horrible like nasty cankerous vaginas. Like, oh, what have I seen? What have I done? I couldn't close that screen fast enough.
Yeah. It was Like I think I was. Was it not like sort of summertime, wasn't it? And it was starting to get busy in my work, and
yeah, it was like June, I want to say.
yeah, and like
It was
I'm
right
sitting
before
there.
3.2 drop, whatever was on June 28th. I think that was 3.1. 3.2 was like the nothing update.
Oh,
Yeah, that one was
yeah, it would have been
in
3.1 then.
August.
Yeah. That was the quarter 2 update.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the crate challenger update.
yeah. And they fucking joined, and I opened up my phone, and it was like, what the fuck?
And they hit us
But
in like my morning, at like 9 a.m. my time, for like an hour. God, it was brutal.
But the thing was though, I think it was me and you that were trying to clear it up.
Yeah, I was trying
no
to.
one else tried to clear it.
Well, like Gus was gonna. At that point, we had figured out that Gus didn't give a shit about Discord.
Yeah.
So you and I were trying to I'm trying to do it with my goddamn phone, which I only really use my phone to read Discord messages, and every once in a while do a short reply. I never used it for any like admin stuff. I'm like, oh fuck me, how do I get rid of all this shit? This is terrible. Somebody lock it, please.
Yeah. If I knew what the fucking bot commands were, you know, for the Me6 bot, then I would have been able to do something. But no, I did it all manually. Hold down my fucking finger, press delete. Hold down my finger, press delete.
Yeah, that must have been so annoying.
Dude, those guys weren't even surgical. It was just a shotgun approach to how many dicks can we put on the stream.
Yep. That is why, anomaly, our Discord is pure. Like, there's only one invite that can be made that is active. That comes straight from an ARA page, and it should be the same one that gets shared to other people. So every time Spades makes a fucking new invite, I revoke it straight away.
That was one time.
There was 3 there.
No.
Yeah.
No, there were. No, there were not 3.
It's only you and me that can create invites.
I swear to God, it was
I
only
took
one
it away
time.
from Lead and Ronald.
It was only one time.
Anyway,
I would rather have our security system do background checks on everyone and send out the invites themselves. It just seems much more organized that way. And by background system check, I mean Lancer and Spades, you guys check everything to figure out who the hell these people are.
well, actually,
You could go to
saying
the
that-
Gus extreme and do like Twitter handles too.
No, Gus
Well,
didn't check shit.
No, Gus
That's the
didn't check
thing.
anything.
For being a paranoid motherfucker, Gus didn't give a shit about
Oh.
who joined Inara and Discord and all that shit. It was fucked up. That's why we had KOS infiltrate us in the first place.
Oh, I know,
Gus
but
spewed
that's
shit on Facebook, and then everybody was just allowed in.
Yep. So, Spades, if you have a look at the management bot spam, it
It's
now
like I'm
works.
delivering your fucking pesticides.
Gotcha.
you sound so pleasant about that.
Somebody's gotta do his mission. Fucking Urikaz number 2 is sitting at the station.
Fuck off! I'm in fucking boot house right now.
I didn't hear an F in that fuck off. That was just an fuck off. Holy shit. You know it's bad if he forgets the F in the F word. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, it says my role. I haven't changed that in a while.
Exactly.
That's accurate. I'll keep it the same way. That's
But
pretty accurate.
I tested it yesterday, right? And this is how my mind works, right? I literally tested it yesterday, and I was like, I've done me, I've done Gus, I've done 07, and it all came back perfectly fine, right?
It's
then
kind of creepy that
literally-
it's got your avatar up.
Exactly. And then 5 minutes later, ERZ messages me, right? And he goes, I've been bringing up with Lakenko a lot. He's the author of EDR bot. And I was like, okay. Because it was just that little bit too coincidental, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I was
Yeah.
like, because I know these sort of bots, they can be used to monitor what you're doing, and like sends it back. Like the Paladin bot that was going about Discord for one of the major factions earlier, in the League's life cycle.
Yeah. Literally stealing the script, like page for page, letter for letter, and sending it back to the admins of the bot.
Yeah. So basically, that PMF had all the information of all the other PMFs that were using their bot, and why they were using it, and what they were doing.
Which,
So,
I'm sorry, that's just fucking genius, and props to them.
exactly, but they got found out, so they had to delete it, because I think FDev were going to step in or something. But they done something, like they got caught out, they got told to get rid of it, and that's why these sort of bots are sort of very rare to find a good one. I'm also aware of another bot that does near enough the exact same thing, but it is a spy bot, and it's called Frogbear. And I've been avoiding trying to get it because I know it's a spy bot. So that is exactly why I have left it in a locked channel for the management just now.
It's probably the best idea.
Yeah, but BRZ was asking when the members are going to get access to it, because he wants to use it when he's on Distant Worlds. Obviously on his PC account, because he uses EDR. But then he's also friends with the creator of EDR. Like on PC. So it's like, I see what you're getting at, but at the same time,
Can't.
So-
Oh my god. You know what we could do is just create. If we really wanted to be safe, create a new, complete Discord channel. I'm sorry, not channel. Like
Server.
an actual server. Yeah. Create a whole new server that's actually for testing.
But
That
what's
would be
it-
the
what's the
absolute
point?
safest way.
All you need to do is just restrict the role. Like, I've done that before. I do it to everything that comes in the server, like bot-wise. I always restrict its role before I let it go live on the server.
Well, you're saying that Bazooka wants to have access to it, right?
Yeah. So all you need to do is I make another channel in like the bot category, and just restrict it so that role, like that channel has that bot in there, and that's it. The bot can't see any other channels.
Okay.
So that's why the BGS bot can only be seen in the BGS report channel. The EDSM bot can only be seen in the EDSM channel.
Yeah.
No, because if you go down the members list for each channel, you can see who's got access to it. The coalition members can only see Hangout, Welcome, and Embassy. So only me and you can see the bot testing channel. Like no one else can.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought other management could.
Nope, it's just me and you.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Goes to show
So-
who pays attention to the Discord management parts.
So I've got Discord, like I know how it works now, that's the thing. So
So you're saying bot
He's-
testing channel can technically be like a private messaging thing between you and I. It would really
Yes.
annoy you if I put things in there that you didn't want to see.
Yes.
what are you going to put in there? Because I'll just screenshot it and send it in the gallery.
Fair enough. Challenge accepted.
So, but also, Spades, me and you are the only two people in the whole server that are exempt from all the bot actions as well, like the moderator,
Gotcha.
moderation action.
Ain't no one monitoring the monitors.
I know the bots are monitoring the monitors, but the bots can't do anything about it.
Who's monitoring the bots? Monitoring the monitors.
Docking coupler disengaged.
So,
Depart safely from the
But yeah,
station.
it is secure to a degree. Like it's as secure as it can be. We're obviously limiting the amount of server invites that go out drastically increases the security, so people can only get it through the Inara page, or if they send it that same server invite, you know, copied and send as a PM. All Discord server invites in our server will get deleted straight away.
That's why I send people to our Inara page.
What's that?
I said that's why I send people to our Inara page. Like from all my videos and stuff. In the description, it's got the link to it.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Well, management's sending dick pics to each other again.
I know, it's huge, isn't it, Lancer? I
Yeah,
have the same reaction every time I take a leak.
Don't pay attention, chat. They're just two homophobic men, seas apart, yearning for each other.
Homophobic? I showed him my dick.
Or,
And he said,
no, not homophobic.
Jeez, no, we're not the syndicate, for fuck's sake. They're the bigot homophobes that spew their anti-gay shit all over Facebook. Just saying.
We have
Just saying.
proof.
Did you turn that mission in?
I'm literally coming. I'm in Autodoc again because I loaded up Discord.
He's in Autodoc because he doesn't know how to actually fly his
Spades.
cutter.
You just need some cats, man. Here, have a look at the bot spam, man. You just need some kittens in your life.
I don't need the bot spam. I'll show you the cats I just had to take care of. I've got 3 fucking less than 2-week-old kittens that are supporting on me for life. Minus the whole teat sucking thing. Not cool.
That's the wrong.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that one.
Where did I? Look, there's a kitten. See, you look like you need more cats in your life.
If there's one person in this squadron
God damn it!
Oh, it's
who
the same
does
cat.
not need more cats, it's me.
I am done with this. This
What
stupid
the fuck
cat.
is that picture?
Oh my god.
Here, look, we found a doggo. Look how big the doggo is. Look how fluffy he is. Look how fluffy the doggo is.
Look at the bird.
Aw. I'm not even mad.
Standing on another one.
Right, I'm gonna share the last pesticide one. I hope you've got some stuff for it.
Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, I do. Got like 600 and something.
Oh, okay. Then you might want to go sell the pesticides somewhere else after you hand them there. Just remember, handling commodities in this station. Wait, at the petroleum factory.
Station security. Remember, ordering is part of my deal.
Remember to complete your docking procedures within the allocated time. And also, remember to go check out that guru.
It's some kind of system.
Every time you're in the system, please come in around and check our system. Check out some of our services at our facility. You handed in this fucking shit yet?
Apparently not.
Yes.
Hey,
It's just, it's
accept the
spinning.
mission.
There you go. You're on a fucking mission board. Accepted.
Wow. Fuck you, Dinobot. I don't like him anymore.
Oh my god! Damn it, bot. I hate it when the bot's actually funny. Now the song's in my fucking head. God damn it. Oh, that's terrible. That's not even funny. I can't even groan at that one. It's just stupid. Alright. Where do I go sell these fucking pesticides?
Incoming message.
I think you need to cut the Dinobot off. He's a little drunk.
Go home, Dinobot.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Stop egging him on, because I want to stand on your throat until you slowly pass away. I fucking hate you. That's it. I'm putting my own one in there.
Oh, it's just gonna be like the worst one too. It's not even gonna be funny.
No, it's the best pun joke I've ever heard. Pretty good.
Oh, you're gonna put your own joke in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, these salvage missions are actually pretty stackable.
Orbital flight engaged.
I just picked up like another 4 of them. I should really stop.
Lancer's like, I need help.
So simple and shit is funny.
Nice.
For some reason the joke one doesn't work. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, the joke one doesn't work. Oh, yo. I'm not even mad, that's a good dad joke.
Are there more jokes other than dad jokes, or is it just dad joke?
There is supposed to be a joke one, but it keeps coming back with the error.
No, like... I mean, there's a lot of joke categories here.
Nah. It's the only one. Like there's a couple of the ones that don't actually work. Yeah, have another bird. With a birdie. Hey! We need a new cat as well. Oh, a new
You're
cat.
not getting a
No.
new cat.
No.
Get
Oh,
the same
you need another
dapper
doggo.
looking cat.
Get the doggo.
Why does it look like it's trying to get like a modeling gig?
Warning. You have entered a trespass zone.
Spades button top.
I don't look anything like that. You know what I look like, for fuck's sake. Jesus, you piece of shit.
Oh god.
Scotland.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. I can't believe I read that twice.
Read what twice?
Frameshift drive charging.
The dad joke.
That's just bad.
Oh, that's just, it's not even a joke. It's like a riddle that's not a riddle. You know, I'm not actually French. I'm French American. I only take like a quarter offense to that.
Quarter offense.
Actually, shit, it should be less than that. I'm like 3 generations behind the guys that came off the boat.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, it's not going in that channel, but that's going in this one.
That'll be good.
It's gonna be one of the times where I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna
God.
ask.
It's gone full out. Boom! Fuck yes.
I can't even argue with that. I'm fucked on both sides. The Americans took it from the Native Americans, and there was a French and Indian War. I'm fucked both ways.
I can tell you what other commands there are for that bot if you're certain. I know commands. Fun. Apparently there's a command called quote. So yep. Makes sense.
So what? I'm guessing you put like someone in there and it quotes them.
I don't know how the fuck you edit it, that's the thing. Do define. Apparently you can do this.
It just keeps going and getting smaller and smaller. What the fuck? That was kind of fucking appropriate for right after that one. Solid follow-up.
And apparently you can do a weather one as well, but I don't know if it actually works. So do this.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. You're like this one, Spades.
Alright. Oh, neat.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Apparently you can do
just
math as
hear
well.
the excitement through the mic. It's like, oh, fucking cool!
Yeah, there's quite a few commands on that bot. Some of them don't work, but some of them do. Apparently there's this one as well. Look, there's another doggo.
Now you can truly heads or tails without having to debate over how you flip the coin.
Fucking hell.
I fucking hate Gus. But I wish you could see the amount of laughter we get at his horrible expense.
Oh god. The Discord.
Alright, check this stupid mission board. No.
What are you guys up to?
We were doing missions out of Gliese. Oh Jesus Christ!
No,
Lance,
really,
that's
what
just-
you need to do.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you guys
Check
up
out
for a
bot
boom
spam.
mission?
Oh god.
Actually,
What
wait,
kind of
hold on.
mission?
There's a boom, but it doesn't have the influence. Hold on.
So, did I just cross the line?
Not my military, so nope.
For someone that was in the military, he's not very organised there. Just saying.
Nah. And honestly, man, okay. Those big ass ribbons he has across his left lapel, like the actual ribbons with the medals on them.
Mm-hmm.
People that actually wear those are a special breed of people. Because what those are bigger versions of just like the small ribbons, like the little ones that are like maybe 2.5 centimeters wide by a 0.5 centimeter tall that you have like a shitload of. Like if you'd like an example, you look at my military ribbon rack. It's no big deal, but there's a shitload of them on there. But like, it's what you wear when you're trying to get attention because it's not a standard part of the uniform, but you're allowed to wear it for certain like weddings and things like that. And this is for his military as well. This is not just like a U.S. military regulation. So they're gaudy enough that everybody I know that's been in a military wedding doesn't even wear those in their super dress uniform. That like a decorated war soldier would never wear that shit. It's somebody who probably sat at a fucking desk that's like, look at what I earned.
Gotcha.
I mean, for fuck's sake, he looks like a goddamn Boy Scout. If I were still Facebook
shit.
friends with him, I'd have to ask him on that picture. So which merit badges are those?
See, no, that's just not fair. I'm part of another group that's got pokey cord in it.
Pokey cord.
Yeah, I know. It's as dumb as it sounds, but
Ah shit, 1 second.
I don't want to bring it back in this. Oh my god. Log in with this. There we go. Right. Now I can have a look at the command. Fuck. Press tab. And have a look at the quote command. Why it's not working. Ugh. It just says get a random quote. It doesn't say make a quote.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, that's disappointing.
that's lame. It's gotta probably be one of the original 151.
Because that's not how you spell Blaziken.
Well, my bad.
now. I'm trying to remember fucking Pokemon. Oh, was it Giratina? Nope. Can't remember how you spell Giratina.
Oh wow.
There you go, see?
I mean, it ain't as cool as Pokecord, but
Oh, see, there you go. So it's got all the latest ones in there then, apparently.
have you looked into that one at all, Lancer?
What?
Pokecord?
No, but I don't plan to have an Elite Dangerous Discord.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Just
I've tried to keep all the bots sort of relevant to the server itself. Wait, what did you want me to make, Spades? Oh, a voting channel.
Yeah, just a channel where you can only use emojis, kind of like what the big streamers like, you know.
maybe like management or
Let's see, like just the Hive, or I'm sorry, AXI
founders.
in theirs, like you can only respond with well, actual like emoji responses instead of commenting, shit like that.
You
They
can
do
react
when
to
they
posts,
put their
yeah.
announcements out there. Yeah, just reactions. Thank you.
So what do you want me to call it? Votes or vote in or what?
Yeah, voting. That works.
Voting booth.
Yeah, there you go, that worked.
Ah, shit, I'm stuffed.
Make sure you
Big
vote
fat
opposite
bag of
Trump
dicks.
2020.
Shut up, answer.
Right, so I'm gonna say you can't do messages, but you can read it, and you can add reactions. So you're obviously in Discord, yeah?
Yeah.
And
I mean, test it.
there would have to be someone else that has to test it.
I cannot type in it right now, so go ahead, put something in there, and I'll see if I can react to it. I don't know why you keep saying this. Somebody needs to. Like every time you put in a new bot, too. You're all like, I need somebody to be a guinea pig. All you gotta do is like, hey Nam, you busy?
So I'm assuming that worked then, yeah?
Yes, I put the laughing face.
Okay. So that channel is now there. Can't put emojis. Can put emojis. How the fuck? No. Must be on. Must only be able to put emojis on the laptop.
Go fuck yourself, Spades.
It's Sagittarius A.
I'm getting ready to literally close or click away from it. Next thing you know, bam, message from Spades.
Sagittarius A-hole. Well, I gotta work on some Photoshop shit for that. That's gonna be my my next standard thing that I use next to the whole cantaloupe image thing, or when somebody asks a stupid question, when somebody says something just unabashedly stupid, it's gonna be the Sagittarius asshole.
Right, okay. I have done a fuck ton of missions today. Ugh. And I mean like a fuck ton.
Quantify a fuck ton.
Commence power down. You are
An
most
actual
welcome,
fuck
Commander.
ton.
Roughly 4 metric butt tons.
Yeah. The size of Spade's Sagittarius a-hole.
It's only like a Folgers can. Nobody's impressed.
That's not what I heard. You gape all the time apparently.
You don't know what a Folgers can is, do you?
Nope.
Not sure how coffee comes packaged over there in large quantities, but it's a big hole.
Usually it just comes in a little tub. Not gonna lie.
Ooh, excuse me.
Man, I'm getting some ass missions right now. Masker, Encalifon Raiders, Faction Pirates. Does Encalifon have a...
No.
Damn it. Assassinate Pirate Lord, Frank. Fuck you, Frank. You're dead. Jesus. Way to go, FDev. Really pulling out all the fucking stops on that naming creativity.
Maybe someone in FDev hates someone in FDev that's named Frank. It's like, fuck it, his name's gonna be in there. So
Hopefully Frank is somebody... Hopefully Frank is somebody that everybody hates in FDev, like HR Frank.
You know, now that you say HR, it makes all the sense.
Yep, definitely HR.
Frank is like the Toby in the American Office.
Wait, have you seen the community goal?
No, what is it?
Earn
Isn't it-
rewards by handing in bounty vouchers at Explorer's Anchorage, which is obviously the one that's next to Sajay. Are you telling me
it's
that there's
Distant
now a
Worlds.
Haz-Res in there? Or there's some sort of res sites in that system?
They've already got Haz-Res out there, but they can't fix the ones that are in the bubble.
Oh, don't
Oh,
worry, I'll
have
get
they-
that fixed.
They've had Haz-Reses out there, just I didn't think in that system. It's probably like any other CG, but they gotta go
How can you
a
have a
couple of jumps away.
Haz-Res? How can you have a fucking Haz-Res and next to Sagittarius A? Is that not where it is? The community goal?
You would probably turn in there.
Where are you gonna earn? What, you're gonna come back to the bubble for like fucking
No, I'm saying
400,000 kills worth of bounties and then make the 21
What's-
light year jump range back?
no, I'm saying the faction that owns that shit might also own something else. Hang on, I'm
Yeah,
looking
the
it up
Pilots
on-
Federation, is it not?
Let me check Reddit. Got the CG Reddit save.
Thank you for stopping by. If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Shares are always appreciated. We're just kind of going through, doing some missions and stuff like that,
Anyway.
trying to secure
Security
our
detail.
influence,
Name.
gain a little bit more, and hopefully get
Where's
this
the-
campaign wrapped up into its final stages here for Gliese.
Oh man, the comments are dumb. Nobody's posted any reses, so yeah, nothing.
Wow. And were they really expecting that CG to kick off?
I
Sounds
hope
like a
it
pointless
fucking
CG
fails.
to me. Yeah. But it's at tier 2 just now, so it's not gonna fail.
I would love to see a CG actually fail. Like, for once, can they make it difficult for us to actually complete one? I wouldn't be upset one bit if they had a conflict zone CG at least every other week. Because holy shit, that's the only time anymore I actually really want to jump on a CG. Remember how fun that one was we did back in like July? We had some time to kill because there wasn't much to do with the squadron, and we also, well, Lance, you and I were already secretly not giving a shit about the Syndicate at that point. We went out to that PvP one and just, oh my god. I got wrecked so many times, but I learned so much.
Yeah. So I did tweet, I'm gonna admit, I did tweet Gutsy's personal Twitter account yesterday and was like, you fancy getting your players out of a fucking shitty PG group and back into open?
Nice.
Because he's obviously blocked me on the Syndicate. So I can't tweet.
Ready to engage.
But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. If I do come on tomorrow night, it will only be for like an hour.
Okay.
But other than that, I should start being late, coming on towards the end of the week. Let the week progress, it should start coming after work. Good luck. I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember to do some missions for Kopo, just to make sure that we do aim something.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap ships and head over there and check out what they've got.
Right, catch you later.
Alright, night.
Alright, now that noob is off.
Eh.
Still think the Poke Cord would still be a good idea. At least get more casual people onto our Discord more often. I didn't even know that it existed until like 2 weeks ago. Because now that I've been doing the streaming stuff, kind of like networking with others and whatnot, and like occasionally teaming up, doing some collabs. But I joined this one group, and out of nowhere I was just hanging out in it, and then there was like a message that popped up for a page titled Pokemon. And it literally was a picture, and it says, a wild Pokemon has appeared. And I had no idea what the hell it was. But it's this whole thing where like the more active your server is, the more frequency it has of Pokemon popping up. You can actually duel, trade, evolve. Talking actually in the Discord levels them up. Any Discord that actually has Pokecord, you carry them over and they level up and everything still. I get where Lancer's coming from. It totally wouldn't make sense from like a squadron dedicated page. But like on random Discords, it would be fun.
It would be fun on random ones, but we've tried to keep the security as tight as possible. Shit.
Oh yeah, like I said, I totally agree with Lancer.
Plus, Elite Dangerous, like active Elite Dangerous gamers are not your average gamer.
No. No, you fuckers have no time for anything else. God forbid should another game come out when Lancer needs you. To be fair, I've actually said that a couple times. Oh, like last week. I've mentioned like the recruitment and stuff like that, just to see if like you guys were still staying on top of it or not, and whatnot, like with Reddit.
I have not touched Reddit in 2 weeks.
There,
get back on that shit.
There are so many people. I don't know if you want to throw out the stream and that way people can at least like check out some action and hear you guys in the background and whatnot.
Dude, honestly, like if you want to,
because I was thinking of
tag us for the squadron, like if you want to do recruitment posts using your stream and the squadron, go for it. I got no problem with that.
Because for Twitter too, I mean I don't have many followers on Twitter yet. for anyone watching along, Twitter account. I also tag the PLC in all the streams that I do.
Yeah, I've been seeing that lately. That pops up on my, not my phone, but I have my laptop set to PLC account and then my phone set to my personal account.
Yeah, so you get all the notifications.
Yeah,
when it
that's
happens.
cool to see because we don't have a ton of followers for the PLC yet, but I've been trying to migrate some of the ones that are following me on my because my personal one's almost completely used for Elite Dangerous anymore.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like right now, if it wasn't for Elite, I'd probably be dicking around on some like computer games or probably playing like the endless backlog of Microsoft's Play Anywhere games that I haven't even touched, or not Play Anywhere, but Game Pass games that I haven't even touched yet. Like, gaming's come to a real standstill for me, and I'm glad that I actually picked this back up again and was able to get to where I am now. Not even like money-wise, but just the comfortability-wise, the knowledge, the spot of where the game is currently in its like position.
The thing that I like that Elite on console for the last year and a half-ish or whatever that I've been playing it on PS4, the thing I like most is it's what I want to do most on here, and it's actually kind of slowed down the process of me buying new games because, like, okay, I played Red Dead Redemption 2. I've never played it online, mainly because by the time I finally got most of the way through the single-player story, I was already starting to hear terrible things about online, and I figured, well, I'll wait until that's figured itself out and they've updated it or whatever. But like, it's overall slowed down the process of me constantly needing a new game because I genuinely enjoy Elite more than any of them. Like, if I want to do something that's single player, basically this is the only multiplayer game I do. I don't get on chat for anything else. So if I'm going to actually get on and game, I'm going to be in chat and working on shit for Elite. But if I just want to get on for a half hour and do something, you know, before I go to bed, something simple, then I'll play something else.
Alright. Well,
but
I mean,
I'm actually enjoying the storylines more for like, oh, fuck me. I'm trying to think of a good example here.
Assassin's
Something I
Creed.
played in the last year. Yeah, Assassin's Creed. There you go. Odyssey. I took forever to get through the storyline on that game. I mean, so many people had it beaten like 2 weeks easy, and I actually enjoyed it slowly over the course of a few months instead. And it's the kind of game that you can pick back up and play. Like, you don't have to be in it every single day, an hour at least, to remember where you're at or what's going on.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's just made, like, Elite's made me enjoy the gaming process overall more because it's just slowed down the need for constant consumption of new material. But I also experienced what it's like to come back after almost 2 months of being away from Elite. Holy shit, man.
Well,
it's not like riding a bicycle, that's for sure. You definitely have to learn the basics all over
Yeah,
again.
I kind of witnessed that in a certain video. That was very enjoyable.
Yeah, dude, I fucking sucked when I first plugged that HOTAS back in. I was like, all right, let's do this. Yeah, I was not good. I picked it up pretty quick over the next day, but my main problem was I had everything mapped perfectly to exactly where I wanted it on the HOTAS, and it was all muscle memory. And it took me a little bit to re-trigger that shit and remember, like, okay, yeah, this is landing gear. This is you know, set my SLF to attack a certain target. Like, it's not something you pick back up super fast. And I was also really overwhelmed with new TV, PS4 Pro, all that shit. Like, it was a lot to take in.
yeah, and then now, on top of that too, you also got the Astros.
Oh, no shit, man. The Astros add so much to the game.
It's amazing to
I wish I had these back when I was doing
all
like
the different things.
Yeah, like back when I was playing Battlefield and Call of Duty and shit years ago. Fucking hell, to have something with this sound quality. God damn.
And I mean, really, with the way how they're designed, technically, even in a few years, these could still be great headphones that you can use with games like those. Should maybe you decide just to pick it up. Like they got what?
Yeah.
The new Call of Duty. Not the new one, but Modern Warfare Remastered is the PS Plus game of the month.
Oh, really? I hadn't checked them out yet.
Yeah, it's that and The Witness, which was like a indie adventure type game. Those games were pretty cool. I played one of them. Actually, a couple of them. One was another PS Plus game, Gone Home. Do you ever remember hearing about that one? It was
I never played it, but I heard of it.
Yeah, you play as this girl who goes home. No one in her family is home, and you basically uncover all this different stuff about the little sister. All this crazy shit starts happening. They got these weird satanic things all over the place in different areas as you progress. Come to find out that your little sister's friend was actually a lesbian and convinced your sister to finally run away with her and stuff like that and be with her. Really messed up, but like all the puzzles and stuff like that were really well done, and just the way how everything finally came together at the end was pretty surprising.
I have to check that out.
The Forest was another PS Plus game. That one you actually play as like this guy who escapes to be a forest ranger for a summer just to get away from everything. But then there's like all these different fires and lawbreakers and stuff starts happening. None of the supplies have been upcapped, and you have to basically survive out in the wild.
Some of those indie games are the best.
Oh yeah, I myself am a gaming whore. Despite how, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, despite how great Elite is, I consider it great because, yeah, while it might be boring right now, especially for the chat, watching me just fly fucking 5 minutes to this degraded mission signal source, yeah, it's not thrilling. Even then,
no, but it's also, to me, Elite is as much a simulator as it is a game. Well, it is what you make it. You know, you're making your own story. You're not following shit.
For me, though, too, it's also incredibly rewarding. I mean, having the credits is nice. Yeah, I can go out and I can buy a Conda right now if I wanted to, and I can upgrade it and beef it out. Yeah, alright. No, I don't want to do that. And I'm just using the Conda as an example. Being able to finally earn something and then get it is really what's keeping me going. Like recently, I just got Elite in trading. I was able to go to Shinrada for the very first time.
That feels fucking amazing, doesn't it? First time you flying there, like it doesn't look that much different than any other space station, but the fact that you know you're flying in, and when you land and look at that outfitting screen for the first time, and literally every fucking module possible is there at your fingertips.
Yeah, and then just to fucking
at a discount,
just to go ahead and treat myself, I went ahead and I got myself the Beluga.
Almost to Elite. I can't wait to get to myself.
Like I have said,
dude, it's
for
amazing.
So long, because I really like the idea of the passenger ships and stuff like that, but at the same time, they're not really anything that I dabble with like that. But I've always wanted a Beluga.
Like last month when I was like, you know what, fuck it, I got 3 billion credits, I'm gonna buy one of every ship in the game that I don't have.
Yeah.
So I have them all. There are still projects I want to do. Like, I really want to make a combat orca. It's fucking bizarre, but the ship apparently flies fantastic. It's got interesting modules to work with, interesting hardpoints. And I hear it's possible to make the heat signature pretty low too. So you could fuck with, say, you know, firing off a shitload of pack hounds or something. After watching one of our buddies rock it out in a badass combat beluga with a hull the size of Texas and being able to fire like 120 something pack hounds so fast it just destroy anacondas as soon as their shields are down. It makes you want to like experiment with some of these different weird ass builds. And getting elite allows you to do that. Like you can just buy anything you want. Now it's just a matter of time with the power play modules, which is yet another thing. Like I like the fact that they make that real actual time, in-game or out of game. You've got to wait a month. There's no way around it. You've got 4 fucking weeks. You actually have to wait before you can get a certain module.
Yeah, they actually make you dedicate your time to that. You don't necessarily even have to actually play it either. That's the best part.
Right.
You could
it's not
just
in-game,
wait.
but like, it's kind of like notoriety, like, in a different aspect as far as how they harvest time. Notoriety, you've got to play, but it's a very short amount of time. It's only an hour or 2 per 1 point of notoriety. But power play, no matter how many fucking merits you get, you're waiting 4 weeks to finally get that rank 3 before you can get that one thing. So at absolute best, working as efficiently as possible, 12 units, 12 different modules is going to take you a full year of playing the game, dedicated to making sure on that day, every single month, you're able to go reward yourself. Actually, no, it takes more than a year because you've got to buy the modules, and then you've got to flip over to the new power play, which is, what is that? Is that 48 or 72 hours of cooldown?
I think it's 48-hour cooldown. So that's another 2 days.
So you're looking at like 50, 53, 54 weeks to get 12 modules. Like, to me, that I like that. That's the kind of grind that I'm absolutely okay with. That's why I'm totally cool with the engineering grind, because I see a lot of people on Facebook really frustrated right now, bitching about the engineering grind. And it's the fuckers that just got anacondas. It's the fuckers that just started playing the last couple of months that are realizing like, oh well, I got an anaconda this fast. I got one of the biggest ships in the game. I'm unstoppable. Oh wait, why do I have to work this hard to get this certain material? Like, well, because that's where the game begins. That's the start of your journey, when you actually have to figure out how to engineer something. Because the difference between a G5 ship to a stock A-rated is the same, if not greater, than a stock A-rated to a absolute stock E-rated.
Dude, this is the
One of those materials in
Yeah,
Lambert's
Titan was
Destroyed
stuck
was
in
one of my
Alpha,
mission
and I was waiting for
materials,
the
so gotta go back and grab
to
another
shoot it
one.
down, and there was so much debris. I had to pull my distributor to all systems so I won't lose any shields to the stupidity.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like
Type 10
giant
stuck in the mail
debris.
slot.
Yeah, Type 10 and blew up, and giant debris like right there, still blocking the way. I was like, great.
I don't know, man. Like, just overall, anybody that complains about the grind in Elite, call me an old man. I just don't. I can't relate to the fact that they think it's a grind now. It was a grind a year ago. It's easy as fuck now.
The problem is
Fact
that, and here's really what it boils down to. You have games like Call of Duty, PUBG, Fortnite,
Instant
Anthem,
gratification games.
Division 1, up to a point, and then all of a sudden it completely went the complete opposite. Not even that. They're games that were built more for the casual audience. Hey, this is going to get your attention now. You'll want to play it now when you have the time. Then, when you're done, set it by the wayside. Oh, look at this. New DLC. Shiny. Now you're attracted to it again. And that's how these games keep on working. Like Destiny, they've actually cut it down to, and this is smart on their part, provided that the material or the content is still there for the weeks, but they stretched it out now amongst, what was it? I think 9 different weeks. and there's new content each of those 9 weeks that lead up to like one big storyline, instead of it just being all story right away.
And see, that's also a difference from, say, 5 years ago in gaming. No, 5 years ago, you could say, oh yeah, I'm a gamer. Yeah, and it's like, I like to play video games. Now, to say you're actually a gamer, or like that's one of your biggest hobbies, it's not like, oh, I like to sit down and play Call of Duty with a couple of friends, split screen, or get on multiplayer every once in a while. Like, it takes dedication now. Like, I'm not saying just time, I'm saying you gotta find exactly what you want. Elite's one of those games where you've got to really enjoy the idea of flying a spaceship as realistically as possible and having a multi-demographic universe around you that changes on a dynamic basis. It's no matter what you want to do, you really can do just about anything you want. Like any kind of trade. Like when I first got into it, my idea was, oh man, that'd be so cool to be, a smuggler. I want to be like fucking Han Solo. That'd be cool. Because Star Wars, never came out with a game like that.
Yeah.
That was this in depth. And when I started playing it, I was so overwhelmed by how difficult it was just to fly your fucking ship, Just to think about, all of us went through that period for a couple of days. It was really hard just to get on a landing pad on a consistent basis. And then you start finding shortcuts, and then you start looking online and realizing, oh my god, there's a whole community of people out there who all went through this or are still going through this. Like, to me, that is the kind of gaming experience that a mature gamer wants. It's definitely not for everybody, though. Like, you cannot just... Like, I've got a couple of friends that I would consider very, very active gamers, who I wouldn't even suggest this game to, because it's not going to give them, the fast-paced, instant gratification they want.
Or that
somebody
they're
that wants
used to.
Yeah. Like you almost have to adapt yourself to it, and look at it as, this is going to be the long haul. I need the small rewarding experiences along the way, which this game definitely gives you, but you have to accept that you're going to have to fucking earn that shit. Like, I'm sitting at the point now, owning every single ship in the game. Granted, they're not all A-rated. I could go to Shinarda right now and A-rate them all and still have probably 1.5 billion credits left over to spare. But that doesn't really do anything for like that's not what's spurring me on. What's spurring me on is continuing to try and build the absolute perfect ship for each role, and that requires engineering, which is time and research outside of the game, in Coriolis.
And lots of materials
forums.
as well.
And yeah, exactly. In game, it's lots of materials. I try and keep my materials as maxed out as possible all the time, and it's fucking challenging.
Oh yeah, I actually just went through while I was on a stream the other day. I went through all my materials on Coriolis, and I actually found one that I've never found before, but as well realized all the different kind of materials that I have and which ones I really need to start focusing on too. Some that I actually know I have before, but I'm completely out now, just because of the engineering that I use.
A good trick somebody taught me is, obviously always trade from your lowest to your highest, if you can. Unless it's one of those super hard materials that to get, like that's a grade 3 or 4 or something. It shouldn't be that hard to get, but it's just kind of hard to find right now because, like, say famine systems, damn near impossible to find, or certain encoded materials. What I always do is, once I fill up on grades 1, 2, and 3 to their max, I always trade up until I only have around 100 left of the lower grade ones. So I have room to grow on the easy stuff to get. I just keep pushing that more and more towards grades 4 and 5. And next thing you know, you're sitting at, like right now on my manufactured materials, even though I'm still collecting all the time when I'm doing conflict zones and Haz-Reses, I'm collecting the shitty materials that take so fucking many to get for the big ones. I'm sitting on my grade 5s, all but 2 are maxed out right now. And that's not because I tried to do it in, you know, a handful of runs, like, oh, I need this, I'm going to go for that. No, I slowly did that over time, and then you never have to think about it. Then every once in a while it'll be like, oh, fuck, I need, you know, this certain raw material, I'm going to have to go down to a planet and spend an hour looking for that. But
Right.
it takes that grind aspect out of it if you're just always slowly working towards it. You know, keep it in the background. Don't make it your goal for the day. The nastiest day I think I ever had in Elite was the day where I bought the Corvette the first time, and I was so stoked. I had every material I needed. I manually put it all into Inara to see exactly what I needed for all the different roles, for all the different grades, and giving myself some extra just in case. Just so I could fly around in grade 5 plus experimentals on everything I wanted for this thing on my Coriolis build. Even with all the materials, it took me no shit 10 fucking hours to fly that thing around and do everything to grade 5. It was painful, and by the end, I didn't even want to go fucking test the thing out. I was so exhausted, I was like, fuck it, I'll fly it tomorrow.
Right.
It was a great day the next day to, you know, fly combat in a totally G5 Corvette for the first time I was actually using it for what it's intended for. But I can't imagine somebody having to go through that, like getting a Corvette and not being able to G5 it right away. That would have fucking sucked.
Yeah,
like I'm flying an
trudge it
Anaconda
around.
right now that I converted from my exploration Anaconda into one that's for primarily pirating. So it's not G5 by any means for combat. And it's annoying as shit. I don't want to take the time to fly around and do all that shit again.
Mission objective detected.
Like if you keep your mind to it, there are always big and small goals to have in this game. I think that's what really keeps people going.
Cargo scoop deployed. Under attack. Mission objective complete. Warning. Thermal
Oh,
attack.
okay.
Incoming mission.
I need to get the hell out of here.
Drive charging.
Alright?
Oh, wow. Python, really?
Frameshift drive charging. Engage.
Well, that was, quite something.
Frameshift drive charging.
What happened?
I went into one of those USS's and like 4 NPCs showed up. So I really wasn't too worried about it at first until finally I saw that my shield had taken a massive beating. Luckily I sent out enough limpets to collect everything before I got out of there. And yeah. Shit went crazy.
Alright, I gotta make a couple of phone calls here. Finish up this last two delivery missions, and I'm taking off for the night. We'll be back on tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
You guys have a good one.
You too.
Welcome to the station, Commander.
You too.
Please fly safe. Access granted. Headed directly for Bay 2. Attention, no visual on landing gear. Confirmed contact, commence power down. Station services are at your disposal.
Oh, cat. Really? Good thing the mic was off. Alright, let's see what we picked up as far as cargo goes. They really don't want to offer me anything for all this stuff. That's alright, most of it was just limpets anyways. Alright everyone, looks like that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. If you enjoyed what you see, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more streams as well. And if you share the stream, it would be greatly appreciated. It allows more people to come out, see the videos, say hi. As well, in the top right, you're going to notice an icon that you can subscribe to the channel easily once the video is done. In the bottom right is going to be more a playlist of all the different live streams. In the bottom left is going to be a playlist of all the different gameplay clips. And in the top left is going to be the best rated video to you by YouTube. Thanks for coming by, everyone.